All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandon Grizzly, Brandman Brandon. What is up, guys?
Before we get started, anything, I'm gonna say happy birthday to my wife. She turned today, so her mom calls at 2:29 p.m. All the time to make sure she knows she was
Nice.
29 at her birthday. She was born. So I thank her mother for letting her be born. Thank her for spending the day with me and the kids and doing all the parenting and all that stuff with us. So before anything, thank you for her. Happy birthday, and allow me to come down here and talk to you guys, because if she said no, I'd be like, no, I'm sorry, guys, I couldn't be it. I couldn't make it.
Yeah. So thank you, Ashley. Happy birthday, Ashley.
Happy birthday, Ashley. Everyone else in the comment section, please wish her a happy birthday as well, please.
Yep.
Awesome, guys.
So always a good time. Celebrate the birthday. I know.
Yep.
It's been a busy weekend for Brian. Busy week. Not even a weekend, busy week for Brian. So just that was the cap of it, right? I guess.
So I got up. So I had 4:00. I got called because the alarm went off in my lockport store, so I had to go deal with that. Then I had a grand reopening in my new Linux store that I did to remodel it last week. And then of course it's my wife's birthday, so then we went to go have lunch, and then we went shopping, and we spent a lot of money. Like I was like, man, did we really go over $1,000? We spent a lot of money on just stuff that, I mean, she doesn't ask for a lot. So, when someone doesn't ask for, like, you want to give them whatever they want. So that's kind of what happened, so she's always doing it for all of us. So I was like, why not? I could go ahead and splurge on you a little bit. And then I had to clean up after my daughter because she might have either bed bugs or lice or something like that. So we had to throw away everything. We threw away everything. So
burn it all.
Exactly. Burn it all. Just start it all over. So and then we had to wash her hair and dealing with that to make sure everything was okay. But then we found out, after we did all that, we found out that our teacher sent a note home saying there was a case of lice in her school. So I was like, oh, maybe it was just lice. Probably didn't have to throw away all her stuff. But it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do.
So it happens, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was telling you earlier, lice is a lot easier to handle than
bed bugs. Yeah,
they just never go away.
I have a brand new house. There's no way.
Yeah, and I still have a little PTSD from that. My first full-time job outside of college was working at pest control.
Yes, you were
not my proudest moment.
It was Orchid. I remember him driving around doing that, man. Yeah.
The Orchid people make some good money, man.
Oh man, it was the most miserable job ever.
You got to do with all of it. That's why. That's why you make some money.
But yeah, not a bad weekend. I was feeling a little under the weather, but still trying to kick the last of this cold that just doesn't want to seem to go away.
Yep.
As one does when you're at the tail end of a cold. But
but
it's March. You guys know what that means.
Almost St. Patrick's Day for his St. Patrick's Day party.
As you noticed,
you're gonna see behind him. As you could probably see, you see some of my shamrock decorations behind me. You're probably gonna see with each new episode, like more and more decorations around my house.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
So, what is it? Is it the 16th or the 17th?
The 15th. Well, St. Patrick's Day is the 15th or the 17th.
17th. Okay, but you're doing everything on the 15th. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing everything on the 15th.
That makes sense.
If you guys want to come over, the more the merrier. So my door's open.
Well, especially since I might be down there because I got a lot of money from
it's gonna be
a lot of drunk people in Wrigleyville. That works out really well for me.
Yeah, because we're all going out as a group after. So
that's always fun. I remember those days.
The good old days. Honestly, I've had kids since I guess since I was 27. So only a couple of years out of high school, out of college, whatever. I already had kids and I was married. So it was like I didn't really go and experience any of that stuff, but I did a lot of stuff in college. So it's okay. Don't feel bad for me. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Wow. Yeah, I did a lot of that, especially Wrigleyville. Wrigleyville is just like they shut down the streets. part of the street, like from certain blocks, is just like no traffic's allowed because there's that many drunk people just wandering everywhere.
Yeah, that's what just happens. That's what happened right in front of my restaurant. They shut down the street every Cubs game, every bar crawl.
Especially where you're at, on the corner, man.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, we usually find ourselves over there at some point in time during the day. That used to be our start off spot.
Oh yeah,
it's a good spot. It's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm. And then we just work our way back.
That's a fun place to end to.
I got another fin.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Did you get your reservations for?
I already did.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going definitely getting the signatures. And then I was like, man, the problem is I'm addicted to stuff. So this is another package. But God.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Eric Frankenstein.
I like that one. You know what? Oh, I might go. Because I haven't bought a Funko in a while. And the Bride. Do they have the robot, GI Robot?
They do. I didn't grab it yet though.
Okay, I might pick up GI Robot.
I did this one. King Daredevil.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Why. That makes sense.
Yeah, with the beard.
And then I couldn't help it because I saw Wesley Snipes Blade. I was like, yes, I need that. And then Channing Tatum's Gambit.
That's not bad. That's a good looking one. That's a good looking Gambit Funko.
So I saw these things. I was like, I gotta grab all of them.
Yeah,
it's just a problem.
Nice. Yeah, I might do the GI Robot. I kind of want to make a T-shirt with GI Robot where it's just like he goes like, "Oh boy," you know. Yeah, I was thinking about doing something like that. I see a lot of people doing GI Robot stuff right now, especially right now.
Oh,
you know, so.
No.
Oh, here you go. T said I bought my first Funko last week. Nice.
What?
Oh, nice. Which one did you get?
Wow. While you do that, do a quick run down of all of our comments in here. So have you seen that with T's in the house? It said, am I late or early? I'm like, yes. Both. You're both at the same time. Collector Movie Man's in the house. Appreciate him coming in. Then Collector said he's in a good mood because he got his tax return back and purchased a complete series of Friends on 4K. Nice.
Oh wow.
It should be coming here tomorrow. That's not bad. Then of course I asked him because today the pre-order for Flow came out. Mm-hmm. So I pre-ordered my 4K of Flow.
Overrated.
No,
overrated.
It was that or Wild
so
Robot.
Bad.
No,
that's why I was so
in
mad.
Fact, we were watching it. We were watching it when they won because obviously I don't have control of the TV anymore. So Flo was on the TV and I was watching the Oscars on my phone.
You're so nice because you know what I do. I no one has control. I let them watch something and then you better go and watch your own stuff
for now. Once they get older, I was like,
yeah, you're just a good dad. I don't care about being a good dad anymore. F that. Get the hell out of my way. This is my TV. I pay for this.
Well, also, I'm the only one out of the four of us that would actually want to watch the Oscars. So, yeah, but I didn't mind. I put it on
phone. Once again, it's my wife's birthday, right? We still watched it. We still watched the Oscars. She did not care at all.
Yeah, nothing major happened. A couple good speeches.
No, I was surprised Honora won because me and my wife watched Honora again this past weekend, and she was like, "This is not that good. it's really not that good." And then she won Best Actress. I was like, "What?"
We'll get into that.
I thought Honora was fine. I liked what was the director, Sean Baker? I liked his previous movie Red Rocket a lot more.
Yeah, I think
go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just Honora. It's an okay. It's not a horrible movie.
No,
don't get me wrong.
Not bad,
it's above average.
Yeah.
What we saw. Probably, I don't even know if it's fine. It was good. It was good. Yeah. It was well put together. I mean, there's some things that are just like okay, but I'm looking like okay. I thought Conclave was better. I thought Doom was better. I thought Nickel Boys was better. I thought I watched these movies, I think the Brutalist was overrated, but I do believe. I mean, just I thought the what's the one with Bob Dylan with Timothy Chalamet?
Complete Unknown.
Complete Unknown.
That was a concert, really more than anything, full of great music and good feelings. But
it was good.
But I think it was better than Anora. I literally think that was. I think Anora for me, of the list of 10, it's like 5.
Probably same, 5 or 6.
Like, yeah. And you won? I was like, what? I like Substance more than I like Anora.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, how? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll get into like the Oscars, into all that talk in a little bit. Yeah, just a heads up for everybody. Our main topics are going to be, we're going to talk about Reacher. We're going to do the first half of Reacher because we got the first 4 episodes. Then we're going to talk about the Oscars, obviously, because that was happened last night. And then we'll, the big topic that we'll probably spend a lot of the time on is the leaks, the MCU concept art leaks. So we'll definitely be checking those out.
I don't know if y'all ready.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all ready.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I think it's gonna be a fun conversation. So if you're definitely into that kind of stuff, but we'll get into Reacher and Oscars before that. So, and maybe a trailer depending on how much we spend on the other 2 topics. But
I don't know. It's already 10 o'clock, so I don't know. I need a full hour to talk about these concepts.
Yeah,
it's 10 minutes per art. It's 10 minutes per one.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them like kind of overlap too. A few of them. So. See. We got Brandon Davis in the house saying what's up. Everyone's saying happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday from everybody. Nikisha's in the house saying happy birthday.
What's up?
Happy birthday to see you.
We definitely did that yesterday. Yesterday.
Nice.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, it was all We're in the middle of a Greek restaurant singing that. People looking at us like, what? As I said, if you see my shirt says unapologetically black, yeah, that's me.
Nice. Greek Oh, you guys went to a Greek restaurant.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I love it.
Have you been to this Mediterranean place down here called Abba?
I have.
Abba's great.
It's really good.
It's really good.
I like trying different things. I love Ethiopian food. What's Alhambra? I like Alhambra. I like a lot of different things.
Yeah, and it's been an eye opener living down here because you have all that. Like one of my favorite things about living down here is just trying out different new types of food that because like pizza and Italian gets old after a while, and there's a lot at your feet down here. Abba has become one of my go-tos. My sister, if she's watching, love you, sis. Introduced me to Abba on my birthday last year, and now it's like a regular, if not once a month, at least once every other month. I try to get over there.
Bam, nice.
Abba's really good.
I haven't been in the city in a while. I think the last time I was in the city was for C2E2, like last year. And then the Bears game.
The Bears game, yeah.
That might be it. That might be the last 2 times I was in the city. So, but I plan on going to the city a lot more because my kids are a little bit. Well, one of my kids is a little bit older. So
he used to get some time.
All the museums and stuff like that. Well, all the museums. I know he's gonna love the shed and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah. He will. He definitely will.
Yeah.
He said, "My door's always open."
Oh man, you have a 2-year-old bouncing off the walls in your house.
I know you guys gonna go through this, but I wanted to show this. I finally got this. The Jungle Action 19 I was looking for is my last Jungle Action that I needed, but they sent me more. I was like,
"Oh, just a bunch of other like ones."
Jungle Action 15, which I already have, but I mean, these are really good comics,
Some extra copies.
Yeah, Marvel premiered the Black Panther #1.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, dude, did you not like this stuff? Like, what are you doing?
Where'd you buy it from?
I actually did on eBay, and this guy was like, I'm getting rid of my Black Panther stuff because he's so mad about the recast of T'Challa stuff. I said, that has nothing to do with anything.
The comics are
at all. I mean, the comic books are the comic books. So what are you doing? I'm not going to tell him not to do it. So if you go ahead and give it to me, fine, whatever. I'll take them all. That's fine.
Yeah,
but
it's not bad.
But that definitely completes my I mean, for $20, yeah. Just one of these is $50. So you gave me, I got all of these for 20.
Mm-hmm.
So C2E2, here I come. Guess I'm getting something ungraded.
Nice. Nice. Let's finish this up real quick and then we'll get into our topics. So here you go. Brand Davis said he's watching Nosferatu. Is it holding my attention? Really?
The monster's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
I love the makeup and the way that it was filmed. I'm sorry, Brian. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was gonna say, I like hearing what you guys say.
But it's a very specific type of movie, and you have to have a very specific it's for a very specific, and that goes for pretty much all of Robert Eggers movies.
Yeah.
Personally, it was probably I think his career has been leading up to this. When I heard he was doing Nosferatu, I'm like, oh yeah, this is right up his alley. So I appreciate it, but I also appreciate the fact that it's not necessarily for everyone. So I'm not even mad at people who say that they don't like it, because I definitely get it.
Some people say that it's too horny for them. Like it's too much sexual stuff going on. But I was like, do you know anything about Nosferatu?
Yeah.
Just like,
I mean, even Dracula.
Yeah.
Even in the original Dracula.
Yeah. He just, even in the original, that's all he cared about. He just wanted them.
Exactly.
He just wanted them cheeks.
I mean, he wanted to smash. So I mean, what else would you? What would you? If you were stuck in a box for 500 years, what's the first thing you're trying to do, bro? Just saying.
Get a different type of box.
Or give a box.
But stick with it, man. I think the ending is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it builds up to like that.
Yeah, just sit through the whole thing. But yeah. I definitely get it when people say that it wasn't quite for them.
Yeah.
The idea of vampirism, like that's very sexual in nature, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the idea of sucking someone's blood, like biting on the neck, it's sexual in nature. So it's going to have that. So
well, that's what like Fernando was saying. We'll get to it, but vampires have always been sexual, in history of cinema. Yeah, it's very, they seduce you, and you kind of fall under their spell. Like I said, the sucking of the blood on the neck and blah blah blah. So yeah, it's very very sexual. So, but I don't know if that's what he has a problem with it. Maybe but I know how Brand has about like sex in movies, but I don't think it's gratuitous in the movie. No. But it's very gothic. If you're not into the gothic kind of horror stuff, I get it. I get why you might not like it, but yeah, like Brandman said, for me personally, it's one of my top 10. I think for the year.
It was definitely my top 10 of 2024. Yeah. I was waiting for it, and Robert Eggers delivered.
Yeah, big time.
I didn't like it that much. But does that surprise anyone though?
Yeah,
you know me. Does that surprise you?
And again, I understand that. Yeah, I understand and respect that.
Yeah.
It really isn't for everyone.
I don't like scary movies, so that means in itself, and it's not really scary, but
it's not scary.
It's just not my alley. It's not me.
Yeah, it was. How would you even categorize it? Because I definitely wasn't scared. There was like a jump moment or two, but
maybe it looks creepy.
I remember when we reviewed it, we said it's like this this like looming doom over like the whole movie. So you're not scared. It's just this tense suspense. You're very tense in suspense like the whole time. There's no part where you're like scared,
gothic suspense.
Yeah, gothic suspense. And we have EDM. What's up,
EDM?
What's going on?
So the Nora pulls an Annie Hall, picture director, actress, screenplay with editing as a bonus. Star Wars when editing of Dune 2 was nominated. Yeah. Nora, I believe the director, because the director was the one. He won best director, best picture, best screenplay, and best editing. He was that he was each one of those. Like he edited the film, he wrote the film, he directed it. You know, so that dude walked away with 4 Oscars.
He was joking, right? He was joking. He was like, "Yeah, they just saw this movie before I edited it. It was crap."
Yeah. I thought that was funny, but yeah, that was wild. But yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't think actress was deserving. But the fact that Denis Villeneuve was not in
even
director
nominated
is mind blowing, and he should win. He should win. So the fact that he wasn't nominated is just, and that's
that was criminal. Yeah, I'm still in my feelings about that.
I feel like they have their own agenda, and that's what they want to focus on.
Yeah,
and not all the best films even get nominated, yet alone win.
Yeah. Oscars hate sci-fi films. Hate it. Doesn't mean they won't put them in there and they won't win every so often, but when as a genre, it does not like sci-fi. You know, same thing. It doesn't like horror. You know, it doesn't really like comedies. You need to be like a certain kind of movie. You know, so yeah, which sucks.
Yeah,
because I mean, all those things are good.
There's a lot of favoritism in that regard, unfortunately.
Yeah,
all those levels are good. All those type of movies are good. So I don't want to like pretend like it's not good, but there's more to it. You know, you shouldn't be taken away from one to support the other.
Yeah. Tony in the house saying, "What's up?"
Kangs. We should all just. That's what we should do. We should all dress as Kang variants.
C2E2. That's another option.
C2E2.
Whatever we do, I'm going to have to order my stuff like tomorrow. So
yeah, I'm gonna
order it soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking my stuff up and get it.
Let's see.
Let me open up another tab on here and see what I can find.
Collector said, "Oh yeah, the flow. Oh, the Blu-ray is the 4K. Trust me, like I looked into it. The thing, yeah, because I ain't paying $50 for just a Blu-ray. It's the 4K, the Blu-ray." T said, "Damn, Brian, F those kids."
Exactly, man. I was like, what the
my
hell?
TV? Yeah.
Hey, look, I pay the bills. You guys eat all your meals. You got all the things you ever want. All the clothes. Anything you think about, I got. That TV's mine. Now, and I will watch something with you. But then, you know, if it's time for you to go look at something, I'll go get an iPad and you can sit the iPad right in front of them and they can watch the other little TV. I ain't watching the little TV. What I look like? You know how much money I bring into this house? You must all of it. So no, I don't watch the little TV. You're a kid. Get out here. And they don't know better. They don't even know because my kids never even complain because I never tried it. I mean, they don't know the difference.
I'm sending you a link. I found my cosplay. Where we at? Fernando said, "What's up?" Appreciate you coming in, Fernando. Nora was pretty good, but the second half kind of dragged to me. Yeah. If you want to bring it up, I don't know if you want to show people.
Yeah.
I'll save that when we talk about it. He said, "Agree 100%. She didn't deserve to win." Agreed. I'm so glad.
Of all the ones who were on that stage, she was the least.
I think so. Yeah.
Like, there's no reason. There's no reason she should have even been there. Like, I'm like, everyone else actually did unbelievable jobs acting or performing or lifetime achievement or something like that. And then you see her. I was
just on each movie each person was in. I didn't see all of them, but I thought Demi Moore was better than her. You know, just right off the bat, you know how Demi Moore didn't win. You know, like the Pamela Anderson one I haven't seen yet, but I heard she too.
And I think everyone just kind of assumed or figured that Demi Moore had it in the bag. You know, just with
I didn't think so. I didn't.
Isn't that what the movie was about? Wasn't that what the movie was about?
Yeah.
The new young kid is the one who gets all the award, and you put all your heart and soul into all this, and you lose, and people forget who you are.
You're old.
Yeah,
they want the young
new hotness. Old and busted.
Only for women, because Adrian Brody won, which he should not have fucking won either. But whatever.
You're not wrong. Yeah. You're really not wrong. Because I mean, I watched it one time, and it took me like over 4 days.
You know, I watched The Brutalist too. I love Adrian Brody. So I had a feeling he was going to nab his second Oscar. I don't know why. No. I just had a feeling.
Because the voting base are dumb fucks. I'm sorry. They pretty much said, "Oh, we can't give it to Ralph Fiennes. He already won one." So they didn't even bother watching.
Who cares?
But he didn't. He's never won one. So these dumb fucks are saying all these things. They didn't even watch some of the movies and they voted. You know, and they're like, "Oh, Ralph Fiennes already won." Like, it's so stupid. It was like they're out here saying like, "Oh, Ralph Fiennes already won one. I don't know if he deserves another one." So you give it to Adrian Brody, who already won one. You know, it's like I thought Timothy Chalamet was better.
I thought he exactly. I think he
as an actor in that movie than Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody was more like Bob Dylan. You can see him as Bob Dylan. That was a great.
You know, that's who I was hoping would have won.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to win. You know, if it wasn't going to be Ralph Fiennes, because it made it seem like Ralph Fiennes isn't going to win it. You know, because people are like, I didn't even watch Conclave. Like the voters, the Oscar voters. I'm like,
it was one of the best movies. Period.
It was one of the best of the year for sure.
Yeah, I was hoping, like the way that I rank it, I was hoping Timothy Chalamet would have won. I would have been very happy if Ralph Fiennes would have won for Conclave. But I don't know, just something in the back of my mind was like, they're going to give it to Adrian Brody. I just had a feeling for whatever reason. And it's not to take away from his win. I've always been a fan of his. Yeah. But I don't know, there were others that I would have wanted to see win before him.
Ralph Fiennes should have won. I don't care.
He was also in Conclave.
But if Timothy Chalamet was the one who won, I would have walked away saying, I wanted Ralph Fiennes to win, but I understood he did a great job.
Yeah,
he did an unbelievable job. But really, Adrian Brody, because it's pretentious and it's a long ass movie about a director. Like people, that's why I don't like architect. I mean, like it's
it was very much
they like patting themselves on the back of being artistic. Like this type of movie that, like, come on, man.
It was very much the definition of Oscar bait.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
No, I mean, it's not the definition. Amelia Perez is the definition, but it's real close.
How to do it wrong, right? Got Amelia Perez.
I think Amelia Perez is more like, because bringing it up here so people can move on from Amelia Perez. I think Amelia Perez is more Oscar pandering.
Ooh, that's a good word.
And The Brutalist is more Oscar baiting. You know, like because I feel like Amelia Perez had no substance and it just pandered to all the things that they claim they want to represent. You know, where The Brutalist was like here's an artsy fartsy movie that the Oscars always love. You know, so it was more that. I don't know if much of a difference, but I kind of see
no, that's a difference. I think you explained it very well. I think so.
So, I don't know. We're talking about all these Oscars, and we're gonna talk about the Oscars in a few.
We just talk about it right now. Like, keep it
going. So, who won the contest for the Oscar poll that you put out? I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. So tomorrow, I'm gonna go through all the entries and see who got the most right. And then if there is a tie, we'll do a duck race or something on Thursday and find out who's the winner. If not, I'll probably post a thing about it, and then we'll do the final announcement on Thursday. But yeah, Thursday we'll let people know. It's just today I didn't get a chance to do it. Just got really caught up with other stuff, but I don't know yet. I think there's about 10 or 11 people that answered. So, but we'll find out soon.
Sounds good.
Yep. Anzo's
Anzo.
Anzo.
Dude, I don't know if you guys are checking. First of all, I'm gonna let you know we're doing the season 1 finale tomorrow on Big 4 Entertainment. So if you haven't seen From, we can talk about the finale, talk about how good it was, all the things we thought we were gonna get for season 2 that we didn't get. There was a lot of Easter eggs in this last episode. So I mean, if you want a summation of the entire first season, come watch tomorrow. We'll be talking about it.
Nice. Very nice. Let's see. Mama Bear's in the house.
Mama Bear. Okay, guys, we can start now. Okay. You know how I feel.
Appreciate Mama Bear coming in. Don't you usually have your or is that on Thursdays? No, you on Mondays, right? With what's his name? Kingdom Nerds.
She might be there actually.
It might be done. Now. It's already 10, so it might be over.
Yeah, that's true.
I forgot what time it is. But I appreciate Mama Bear coming in always. T said I don't take the odds seriously.
But understandably,
your career could be like made by it, right? Yeah. That's the problem. I mean, you thought of as this unbelievable actor or actress because you won the Oscar, but like the voting on it is so bad, and then the timing was so fucked up. Like if it's 3 people on there and you give them 45 seconds to talk, but then you let someone else talk for 5 minutes. What the fuck are we
5
doing?
minutes and 40 seconds. He's the longest speech ever in.
And he just said, "No, I've been here before. You can't do nothing about it." That was my point. Why is he winning? He already done it. Yeah. It wasn't that good. Like whatever. Yeah. I'm like whatever.
Also, you know what I found? You know what I found out? So Adrian Brody thanked his wife, I forgot her name, Georgina, I think it was, and then he thanked her 2 kids, you know, and you know, said thank you for accepting me into your life and stuff, which is awesome. It's cool, you know.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Do you know who those are? Do you know who's the father and the ex-husband of Georgina and the father of those kids?
No.
Harvey Weinstein.
What?
Yes.
Well, awkward.
So that's Harvey Weinstein's ex and Harvey Weinstein's kids.
Ooh, oh god.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then even before I knew this before I don't know how long before, but I know Adrian Brody was dating Chris Hemsworth's wife when when she was Signal at the time.
Yeah.
So they were dating for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but I think she dumped Adrian Brody to get with Chris Hemsworth. So like legit. I don't know if she cheated on him or not, but yeah, that's an upgrade.
And I gotta say this, Halle Berry is fine. Ooh. She is 58 years old.
Yeah.
Yep.
50. I was like, what?
Yeah.
58.
Yeah.
Fine. Like,
yeah.
I said, Adrian Brody, what the hell is this? This is some bullshit. That's what this is.
Yeah.
It took me a second. It took me a second to I'm like, who is that? I'm like, oh my god, that is Halle Berry. I'm like, holy shit.
Father Time is kind to you when you're non-problematic.
Oh, I mean, she's we
flip on her, but nothing major. I don't think she had anything major.
Oh, her David Justice. I mean,
her, as far as the
never go
Arabic
women, name.
Yeah, as far as older women go, how Halle Berry was looking great, as was Connie Nielsen. I'd say.
I don't know if I put anyone on Halle Berry's level as anyone over the age of 55 to look that good. I mean, my wife was like, she looks like she might be 35 years old.
35, right?
Maybe.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And a fine 35. Like, you are fine at 35. You're 58. What? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, what is your skin regimen? I don't understand your skincare regimen.
Right. Yeah.
I hear you what you said with Tony. Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett is a bad woman, but she never looked like she was 35. She just looks like she was 40 forever. So she could be 70 and still look 40, but Angela Bassett is bad.
Yeah.
Halle Berry is like, oh, well, that's amazing. You're beautiful beyond measure. It doesn't even make sense. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was definitely one of those because like I said, I was watching on my phone, so I would like kind of glance at stuff. I'm like, who's talking? Because I didn't catch who was introduced. And I look, I'm like, who's that? I'm like, I'm like, holy shit, it's Halle Berry. I was like, damn. Like and then she runs and kisses like Adrian Brody, like
I was like,
like on the after and stuff like that. I guess it was like something to 2013 to her. Yeah.
Last decade.
Yeah. So but like she did it in front of his wife.
and then she said, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, you're probably used to this.
Yeah.
Is that too soon? That might be too soon. Oh,
Yeah, when I found that out, I'm like, oh, those are Harvey Weinstein's kids.
wow.
That's interesting. Yeah. Ernie Hudson, he's a whole 5 minutes from Ghostbusters too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Black
he
don't
looked
crack.
exactly the same, just a little bit of grays. That's it.
Black don't crack, but he looks distinguished, right? Halle Berry's still fine, not just good looking. She's still fine. That's just it's like Halle Berry, like up there with
that. And I think the dress she had was just like looked so good classic on her. You know, there was very classic, very like not too much, not too little. It was just like it fit her perfect. It was and yeah. It was like really long queen, and fitting. Like, yeah,
you're noble. Like he's not just like bait, you know, whatever. Who wants to, you know, show all your body on stuff? No, just look beautiful.
Yeah,
that's beauty. Yeah. I prefer that. That's just me.
Yeah. And it's silhouetted. I see your comment. Well, we're gonna get into that stuff in a little bit. The MCU leaks and stuff like that.
Oh, I cannot wait.
But he did say Angela Bassett is a goddess.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
The Halle Berry and Rachel Drew are vampires. Halle Berry is fine unless she's playing a crackhead mom.
Oh, she man,
the stereotype as if the only black single.
You're not wrong about that. Holy shit!
I mean, she's only done it like 2 or 3 times, and then win Oscars for it.
Yeah, right. Yep. Excited for Daredevil tomorrow. Does it start?
It does not start late. We have until 6 p.m.
Yeah, 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Well, yeah, depending on where you are.
Are they doing all at once or weekly?
First 2 episodes tomorrow, and then weekly. Nice. I think when we get to episode 5, it's going to be another 2 episodes, but it's going to be weekly. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that to come back. And me, like an idiot, for whatever reason, until this morning, I thought it was I thought it wasn't coming out until Thursday for whatever reason.
No, I've been counting down. Oh my god,
I'm so excited, especially if if like the reworking of it worked to its advantage, because originally it just seemed like it was going to be like almost a complete overhaul, just with Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, and then they very smartly decided to bring back Eldon Henson and Deborah Ann Wilson Bethel back into the John Bernthal back into the fold.
Yeah.
I'm like, you had a good thing going. Just continue it. So I'm happy that it seems like a less of a reboot or a soft reboot and more of just a continuation, just kind of
a great story.
Just integrated into the greater MCU as it should be.
Yeah. I want to ask this after we talk about Daredevil, but where do you think he ends up? Does he go street level still, or does he go into the Avengers? Because he has all the first like 120 issues of Avengers. Daredevil's in like 60 of them.
Yeah, he's in a lot.
There's wiggle room where it could lend itself into a greater universe, so long as they do it the right way. I think Daredevil works at his best when he is Hell's Kitchen street level, but I'd be if they could do it the right way, I'd be good with him integrating into the greater universe. You know, with them kind of having him be part of the greater MCU at this point. It's kind of like, why not? You know, yeah. I'd be open to it.
Every so often, I see him like pop in and pop out.
Yeah, just kind of here and there.
I agree with you guys, but I don't want him in until a reboot happens.
I can see him coming in for the big,
Doomsday battle. Yeah. So he's a character.
Yeah, I can see him in Secret Wars.
Yeah. Secret Wars, yeah,
I can see that. But as being part of the team more on a smaller basis. Yeah, I don't see it happening until
as far as teams go, and we've touched on this in the past, I'd be fine with him showing up in like if they did something with if they happen to do something else with the Defenders at some point, or
he should be everyone's lawyer. He should be the one that everyone talks to about that. That should be his focus. Like, but and not being an Avenger yet. Because I think you can't have so many non-superpowered Avengers.
Yeah, I think he, like I said, I think he works at his best in smaller kind of street level teams and stories. So if they can make it work in the greater universe, I'm fine with it. But even if they didn't, I'd be content. You know, they have a good thing going with what they've been doing for the character.
Mm. And Tony's saying, can't wait to see the Chuds make fake woke videos about Daredevil.
Oh, it's coming.
Already happening. They're already doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm trying my best to kind of avoid stuff like that. It's just a little too exhausting for me.
Yeah. But real quick, Collector Movie said he's gonna let you get going. I'm gonna start watching some more Daredevil. I still need to finish season 2 and season 3.
Ooh, you get
do
it.
You got some time.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely watch it. They're great. They're great.
Yeah.
And then a shout out to his channel. He's gonna do another part of his physical media collection. So he's gonna show off all the 4K medias. So yeah, Collector Movie Man's got a collection. He's got his name is very, very true. He is a collector. So yeah, go check out his channel.
That's amazing though, because like I think me and you together probably have 1,100.
I got well, I mean, because I keep track of mine. I got 507 or 8.
Well, I counted yesterday. I'm at 462.
So right at almost 1,000.
Yeah,
not bad. Yeah.
And then he probably has 4 times as much as both of us together.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Sticking with the Daredevil stuff real quick. All the street level heroes showing up in Avengers will take some time to get used to. I think they're gonna do it where it makes sense, because you can't have like the street level guys just show up and like, oh, they were fighting, these guys in the streets, and now they're fighting, Thanos in space.
Why
not? It has
Captain
to make
America.
sense why they.
Captain America did.
I mean, Captain America was in the MCU, he was introduced with Red Skull, and Red Skull was already dealing with the Tesseract and stuff. So you're already part of that thing, even though we didn't know about it. So
but they're in New York.
You could do stuff like that.
So when stuff is in New York, all of them are in New York.
Yeah.
There's no different than Captain America. I mean, as far as powers go, and then actually, all the Defenders are actually more powerful than the new Captain America right now. To be honest,
honestly,
because he's a dude. And here's another problem: Captain America is the same as Batman. This is my point. Batman's a hero; he's not a superhero. So don't let me get back onto that. But he's a hero, not a superhero, because he's just a dude. I agree. Same thing is going on with Captain America. He's just a dude with a lot of great toys and a lot of good skill, but he's a dude.
Yeah, and that prep time stuff is just like the ultimate comic cheat code.
Mm-hmm. That could be anybody. Yeah. Well, if I want to kill everybody, I'm Superman. I can just kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just if I wanted to, lost.
Silva said, "Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. complicates becoming canon because none of the main cast were snapped by Thanos in the final 2 seasons." Yeah, it started to, I forgot what season, but it started to kind of do its own thing and get away from what was happening in the MCU. It started off kind of going hand in hand, and then it just kind of the blip
that Bearman likes. The blip.
I will never refer to it as that.
Although I did hear a rumor that Quake was supposed to show up, but at this point, it's like everybody who's ever been in anything is going to show up. That's kind of how it is right now. But for Daredevil, I did hear the rumor that Jessica Jones is going to show up somewhere in this season,
which would be awesome.
Yeah, Christian Ritter was filming, right? You're seeing
supposedly.
There's rumors that she showed up to set where they're shooting season 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or did I read that wrong?
No, that's exactly why I read. Exactly what I read.
Yeah. There you go. Collector said, did that go through? There we go. What the heck?
Yeah, I'd be
I'm almost at 500.
Personally, I'd be all for that. I'd be off.
Sorry, some laggy. So I'm almost at 500 with my DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks all combined. Oh damn! Really? I thought you would have been way more than that. You've been way more than that. Because I'm at Mike got like a 507, 508 or something like that. Because I just bought a 5-year engagement this past weekend, and I gotta add that, and then I gotta see where I'm at.
Here's what my question is. So I have the Star Trek, season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count that as six movies or 6 discs. But really, that's like 30 DVDs.
Yeah,
I would count that 6. Because
each season its own
is a disc
collection. Yeah,
in my mind. Yeah.
That's how when I do it with mine too. So each season is one, stuff like that. So because I got like a 3-pack of movies.
Yeah, I have like
a mob section. The Mighty Ducks, like the 4 Ninja Turtles I have all together.
I have the 4 Toy Stories.
But that I count as 3 separate movies because they're 3 separate movies. They're all in one. Because I don't want to rebuy Ninja Turtles 3 if it's already in a box set that I have. So I try to, try to do it unless it's a cool box, unless it's a cool looking thing. But
because I have the Expanse season. Yeah, I have a couple of things that these huge seasons. I have all Luther.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
But I would keep it as one.
Like 3 seasons, 4 seasons.
Yeah, about 4 seasons.
So, yeah. So I got like a whole Disney. I got all my steel books together. I need to like go through and like organize it a little bit better. But yeah. Who's the Shaver said RDJ's Doom will be based off Arnold Stark's origin. Oh yeah. They planted the seed, or Howard told Tony how far his mother was in the pregnancy. Look at Tony's reaction. Arno is Tony's brother from the timeline. I can see that. I could definitely see them.
That's 100% right. Yeah, that's they're trying to be this very. I don't know. They're trying to do a lot of different things, and I think it's going to be very interesting how they're going to be able to pull all these things out. And we're going to get to all the concept art. I think that's going to be really cool. If some of it is going to be really cool, some of it's going to be stupid, and some of it's going to be problematic. But I will put them in each category as we get to that point.
When we go there. Travis is in the house. What's up?
What up, Travis?
Whose character would you like to see make a big sacrifice in Secret Wars? We'll save that question for when we get into it with the concept art, because I think some of the concept art might show who.
That'll give me enough time to think on, and that'll give me enough time to think on it, Travis, because that's a pretty good question.
Yeah.
So it depends on what run.
I will save it. Save it.
Okay.
Save it, because that's going to lead into 2-hour conversation, and then we have no.
Then we need to get on this other stuff, because
I know, man. That's what I'm saying. That's right. We're talking about the Oscars while we're not talking about the Oscars.
That's why I said just made it the Oscar conversation. That's what I was saying. That should have been an Oscar conversation done. All right,
I know. We'll just do a quick rundown, and then we'll kind of already talked about some.
There's no such thing as quick. We're gonna argue about this stuff again, and not even with each other, just the Oscars.
Yeah. All right, here, let's do the Oscars one first, and then we'll do Reachers, and then we'll get into that. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Stan Kareem. We're Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we're here to break down and discuss the results from the 2025 Oscars. So we got all the winners. We're not going to get to every single category. We'll just stay into kind of some of the bigger categories, and then we'll kind of talk about our thoughts about everything. So here, I'll go through some of the bigger categories, the leading roles, supporting roles, and stuff like that, and then we'll discuss, because we do have a lot of feelings. I know a lot of you guys in chat have a lot of feelings about some of this. So we'll start off with the actor in leading role. Adrian Brody won for The Brutalist. Actor in supporting role, Karen Culkin, A Real Pain, won that one. Actress in the leading role, Mickey Madison for Nora, won that one. Actress in a supporting role, Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. Animated feature film, Flow. Skip down. Cinematography, Brutalist, costume design. The costume design was a pretty good one. That was Wicked. Paul Tazwell. Directing was Honora, Sean Baker. Let's see, skip around a few little bit. A musical, best original score, Brutalist won that one. Music original song, Amelia Perez won that one. Yeah,
such crap.
Yeah, visual effects, Dune. Like no one else should win. Writing, adapted screenplay, Conclave. Writing original screenplay, Honora. And then the big one for the night was best picture, Honora won that one as well. So yeah, so I mean, there's some ones that like should win. Makeup and hairstyle, The Substance won. Better.
Yeah.
It win for that. What are you talking about? Same thing with visual effects. Dune better have won.
Dune better win best sound. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's come on. Only one that a complete unknown could be something, but not to Dune. Dune's level was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
production
design being Wicked, them creating that entire world, I'm good with it. But I think
the one that was kind of like I almost threw up was when the best original song was Amelia Perez was nominated twice. I'm like, you lost to Elton John, Never Too Late. You lost to Sing Sing. It was like what? like, and it's not even that good of a song. It's probably one of the better songs of the movie, but none of them are great. And so I was kind of like, I guess.
I feel like they looked at the categories and said, okay, well, they have to win at least one of them, and then they went with it. Like that's how it feels. It feels like they were just like our categories. All right, we have to give them one of these. So which one could they possibly win? Let's do this anyway. No one's going to argue with it.
Yeah, I guess. but also Emily Perez won Zoe Saldana best supporting role against a complete unknown, Wicked, Brutalist, and Conclave. She won for that. So I thought that was kind of wild.
Yeah.
And then her comments after the show was like that apology. Like, don't even say anything at that point. Where Zoe Saldana's like, "Oh, I'm sorry I'm sorry you were offended. Like the movie really wasn't about Mexicans." It was like I'm sorry you're offended alone is like such a shitty. I was like, come on,
oh man.
Like, you're the only one that hasn't been an issue with this movie.
After all her, I think she had a really good acceptance speech and talked about her, being a granddaughter of immigrants, and her grandmother, coming to the country in 1961, like 1962, and all that stuff. I thought that was really cool to hear. And she was finally talking about she's of Dominican descent, all that stuff, because she doesn't talk about that stuff a lot. So all that was really cool. And then she's going ahead and ruin it by opening her damn mouth. Like, there should be someone to be able to, a publicist should be able to tape her mouth closed and say, don't say nothing else about this film. It's over. You won. Shut up.
For winning. Yeah. Especially you can't say like, oh, it's not about Mexico or Mexicans after what the shit the director said about like, Mexico and Mexicans is like, that's like third world almost. I forgot his exact words, but he was like, oh, it's like an immigrant, like, a group of people.
Like, you think Mexico City?
He said like Spanish is like a dirty language. Yeah, it was like everything he said was horrible. It was like, no, just don't say nothing. Just say thank you and go home.
Yeah.
But Honora was the big winner. It won 5 out of their 6 nominations.
What the fuck?
Director, leading role was Mickey Madison. That was a big one. She beat out Cynthia Erivo. She beat out Demi Moore. Like, those two I thought were for sure over Mickey, but
I saw Fernanda Torres and I'm Still Here.
Yeah,
10 times better.
She was good.
10 times better than Mikey Madison. 10. I don't understand. I really don't understand what the requirements are. I don't know what the hell they were doing. I'm sure Mickey Madison is a nice girl. The movie was a good movie. It was fine. There's no reason for her to win. There's no reason at all. not lifetime achievement, not that this movie was the best movie I've seen in what ages or anything. There was no reason at all. Yet somehow she wins. It's like, man, it's the most Star Wars winning thing ever heard of. Somehow this person wins. What? How?
Yeah. Honora stole the night. Stole the night.
Pretty much swept it.
Yeah. I think they had the most of the night with 5. With the director as well. Director won. He beat out the Brutalist director, Complete Unknown, which is James Mangold, Amelia Perez, and The Substance.
But the best one wasn't even nominated.
Exactly. The best director wasn't even in that category. Come on.
That was the ultimate insult.
Yep.
I'm still in my feelings about that.
Yep.
All right, I'm with
you. Creating narratives just like Josh Allen winning MVP. Yep.
Yeah, like, well, none of the numbers make any sense. What are you talking about?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It just said if Zoe gone lead for Perez, could she beat Madison, or would they split like the affable vote and more Torres ups?
But she's not the lead. That's
I think she is the lead in that movie.
Well,
I thought she was.
Depends on who you say is this.
Because the movie's about Amelia, but she's not the focus of the story. It's kind of the same thing with Green Book. Like Green Book is about the dude, but the lead was the white guy was
through his eyes and all that. Yeah.
But I don't know how they pick and choose that stuff. But even if she was lead, Cynthia was better. Demi Moore was better. Torres was better.
Well, I understand. So now I know that big movies are never going to give anything for big movies. That's just what they do.
Nah, it's hard.
It's too big of a movie. We can't compare to you. Like, you can't be an artistic movie and be a good movie and big movie. So that's just two different things. I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's just what it is. So that's what takes Cynthia Erivo out of the whole competition. But Demi Moore, The Substance is a small movie. This small budget, low budget, and she did a great job. She has the pedigree. She did a great job in the movie. The movie really made you question a lot of different things, and for her to win, it doesn't make any sense. And then Fernando Torres just was probably the best overall acting job. She carried the entire movie, and the emotion that in that movie was just superb. So I don't know how we ended up with Mikey Madison. I just don't understand how I got there. How did we get here?
Yeah. I don't know. Sorry. Then
so then you talked about Adrian Brody, right? So,
Adrian Brody, that's who I was gonna bring up next. The dude broke the record, so now he has the longest acceptance speech. 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Bro, at what point I'm like, okay, man, you're not really saying anything anymore, man. Like,
he was just rambling. He was like, and then what's
today, Junior?
Seriously.
It was just so weird, that first of all, he won because I just don't think that The Brutalist was that good of a movie. Then for him to have that long acceptance speech after they were playing people off the stage after 45 seconds, it was very weird seeing that happen, and then getting the results that we got. I don't understand what's going on with the Oscars. I don't understand what they're thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, it went on a lot longer than it needed to, and much as I like Adrian Brody, he really didn't say anything that we haven't really heard before.
I mean, is it possible that Adrian Brody is? I know Sebastian Stan's never going to win because of what he depicted. Well, but besides Sebastian Stan, I think Ralph Fiennes is better. I think
Ralph Fiennes,
Timothy Chalamet was better, and Coleman Domingo. I think all three of them were better.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I was hoping Timothy Chalamet would have won. I was hoping Ralph Fiennes would have won. I would have been really good with that too. and I would have also been completely satisfied with Coleman Domingo winning it. But I don't know. I just had this feeling in the back of my mind that it was going to be Adrian Brody, and I can't quite place why. Maybe it's because, like we were kind of touching on earlier, The Brutalist did very much seem like kind of like an Oscar bait type movie, and really the only thing I liked about it was Adrian Brody in it. I don't know.
I didn't even love the story.
Man. I didn't love the story either. But for whatever reason, I just had this I just had this feeling in the back of my mind that it was going to be him. The Academy eats stuff up like that.
And it's detriment. I don't understand, Like the Shades says, I don't watch the Oscars, it's a popularity contest. It seems that way.
But it's not even a popularity contest anymore.
It's within their little voting group.
Yeah. Because look at Amelia Perez. Amelia Perez was up there. I don't know a single person that said they like it. Like Rotten Tomatoes is all bad. Like, and yet it's still up there. So it's like it's not even popularity anymore. It's like this, like you said, like this group of people that like want to pander to each other and bait each other, constantly. It's just
they're becoming, as Fernando's saying, they're becoming frauds. I think
give me a minute. Sorry.
Go ahead. He says, I still think they're giving the speech right now as we speak. So like Adrian Brody's right now still saying, and he's waving off the band as they're trying to play him off the stage. He's still like, no, I've been here. You can't do nothing to me. I'm gonna do this. Like, it was cringy too. That long Bond song montage made me think of Amazon cut a check to the Academy.
I don't know who that. I'm not familiar with that Ray singer, but Ray, in the slim chance that you're watching this, don't ever do that again. Don't you ever do that again. It was her cover of Skyfall was so bad.
Domingo should have won. I think Coleman Domingo could have won for Sing Sing. Sing Sing, it's not my type of movie, but he did a great job in it. And as I said, like I think Timothy Chalamet, and Ralph Fiennes all were better. So I don't understand with a movie that I don't like the story, and you're give him the best actor. Like, it's just like they made a decision. That's what they're going to go with, and they're going to try to rationalize it. And no one can go with, can argue it because it's what the answer we came up with. Like, man, F that. Stupid. So I went to see My Dead Friend Zone, and I feel like that movie should garner a few nominations. Really? My Dead Friend Zone? Okay. I'll check that out. See. I think we're gonna get some with Magazine Dreams. I think maybe. If if they're willing to accept him, they should get some from Magazine Dreams. I'm not sure that they're ready yet, though. Is there a movie that you think that's going to be more Oscar worthy, Oscar buzz, like type of nominations you're going to get from it?
With My Dead Friend, it could. I haven't gotten around to seeing it yet. Only seen a couple of the trailer or one of the trailers. I don't know. I'd have to read more up on that.
I hear you. I usually don't know anyone who has seen the Oscar-winning movies. So because Tank loves doing those reviews, I actually go and watch all the movies and look at it. And I'll tell you, I had a great time with Nickel Boys. A great time. I'm Still Here was a very sad movie, and I was here for it. I think she did an unbelievable job. Nora was Pretty Woman with some twerking in it.
It was Pretty Woman with more twerking and more F-bombs. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Amelia Perez, I saw, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And people, like my wife was watching this. She was like, "This is not good." Completely unknown. It was like a concert. Conclave had the biggest shock at the in the end. The Substance was an amazing movie. Doom Part 2 was an epic cinematic presentation, so that was great. Wicked was the funnest big movie of the year, and The Brutalist was a long ass pretentious movie that I just could not be with. Said the Amelia Perez was a work of political decision. Let's be real. I'm not disagreeing with you. Conan Cinema Streamer was a joke of the night. It had 48,000 phones on one screen. You don't have to hold it. The Perez nomination was a woke decision. Let's be real. I don't hate the idea of woke, whatever, but Amelia Perez was just, it was a box cutting. It was a box checking decision. That's all it was.
I saw somebody talk about Amelia Perez. They're like, it's a movie for everyone to hate. Conservatives hate it because it talks about trans immigrants. Liberals hate it because of the way it talks about trans and immigrants. It's like everyone hates it like equally. It's like
Mexicans hate it because they have the way they're depicted and there weren't any real Mexicans in it. Other races don't like it because they're not talking about it, or they're playing a Mexican even though there are millions of Mexicans that could be in the movie, but you don't want to use any of them. Even drug lords don't like it.
Don't like it. Yeah. It's everyone. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know a single person.
We all can get behind hating this movie.
Yeah.
So Ed Harris was incredible. Sonequa Martin Green was phenomenal. Ed Harris is always good.
Ed Harris is great.
Always. Just
never seen a performance from him that I didn't like. Yeah, I think like one of my favorite roles from him is History of Violence. His role in that, I thought he was great.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Him and William Hurt. William Hurt was in that thing for like 10 minutes, if even that, and was just absolutely crushed.
And stole the show.
Yeah. Stole the show.
So Zoe Saldana and them fake ass tears. I did see that clip. I mean, I think she was crying, but she was also playing it up. She's an actress, but the problem with Zoe is all the other stuff that she always says. All her other comments always bother me.
Really? Yeah, I didn't get a good look at her because I was like, I think I was doing something at the same time when she was doing her acceptance speech, so I didn't really get a good look.
I think she was her first time emotional, but yeah.
She's like, what she said. She's like, this is the first Dominican person to ever win an Oscar. Person of Dominican descent to win an Oscar, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. But you do understand how Black people got to in the Dominican Republic and Haiti and all this stuff, right? You do know how that works, right? So like all the other stuff she says, like almost cancels out the fact she said that. So like, me and Zoe Saldana, I just, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Brazilian language YouTube streams were had higher views than English ones. The entire country was supporting I'm Still Here.
Yeah. There's a clip of them like watching a giant projection on like a building wall in Brazil and all screaming whenever they won anything.
Because it was
I'm Still Here didn't win anything, I don't think, did it?
No, it did not win anything. And it was amazing.
I think
it won
Nickel Boys
international. It won international film.
Oh yes. Yeah, Best International. That's true. I know Nickel Boys and something else were the only ones that didn't win anything.
Yeah,
and Nickel Boys was so good.
Yeah, Nickel Boys didn't win nothing.
So I was looking like, oh my god. But once again, it brings up conversations that make certain people uncomfortable. If you really want to talk about a movie that's a good movie, that's a good film, and that people don't like to talk about, that's what that is. But you want to push Amelia Perez to the forefront, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, was it a Complete Unknown? I don't think a Complete Unknown won anything.
Which is surprising because he
nothing.
The one best actor.
Yeah.
Congrats to Zoe. She's the only person who deserves to win. I think as supporting actress, because she's probably, as you said, she's probably the main actress. So yeah, I guess compared to the other ones, yeah. Anzo with his hate doing his trash.
Blasphemer.
Yeah.
So twerky woman twerking down the street. Yeah, that's basically a Nora.
Pretty much.
Not even doing a good job at it, but whatever. That's as I digress. Anytime I hear the word woke, I tune everything out said afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. It's usually followed by something not good.
Mm-hmm.
If I weren't a not Lioness, if it wasn't for Lioness, I would totally ignore her. Yeah. I love Lioness though.
Linus is great.
It's her comments that always bother me, not the role she plays. Her comments are the issues I always have. I like if she just shut up, then we'll be okay.
Even like this, like we were talking about after, you know, when they were all talking and after the show was done and she was talking about saying thank you again, I'm like, don't say I'm sorry you're offended. That's not an apology. That's not an apology.
Just don't say anything. What's wrong with her?
Just thank you, nod, and I love my mama, and you know, like cool, you know, go home. Like,
you
know, but yeah.
I just me and Zoe Saldana are opposite ends because ever since Nina Simone, like you should not. Ever since then, and then everything else she says, I'm just shut up. Just don't stop talking.
Yeah. So there was one, I don't know if you guys talked about it when I was gone. Karen Culkin.
Yeah, Kieran
won for a real pain.
So Kieran Culkin is the best actor in the family.
He is.
Yeah, man, hands down.
He's the best actor in the family. Macaulay Culkin is awesome, but he was in all his movies. Kieran was in all of his movies. He's always been the little brother in all his movies.
Yeah. But his acceptance speech was, I think, the best of the night.
Me too.
I would say one of the better ones because it was more fun and lighthearted. Yes,
the Palestinian Israeli one is the best.
That was the best one.
Speech, and the fact that they tried to play them off with the music, I was furious.
Get your ass out! Yeah, get out of here. Like you cut Adrian Brody's 5-minute damn
montage of nothingness, and then they're talking about like if you. He talks about America, and if you fix your foreign policy is what's making it hard for us to figure it out.
Yeah,
for us to get through this. And if he should feel safe, he said I should feel safe, and he should have full freedom, full rights. And that's
that was the best. That was the best speech of the night, hands down. For No Other Land was the documentary feature film that they won for, which I kind of want to go see that film now. I feel like I'm going to be crying by the end of it. But Kerry Culkin had, I think, a fun and very loose kind of acceptance speech talking about the situation with his wife, and he wanted another kid, and she's like,
that was funny.
When you win the Oscar, we'll talk about having another kid.
And he's like,
he goes, hey, let's get going. So I thought that was kind of funny. I thought that was funny, and I thought that was kind of like a cool kind of moment as well. But yeah, besides the No Other Land speech, Karen Culkin speech, nothing else really wowed me for speeches.
Yeah, nothing really stood out for me.
Yeah,
the one guy who thanked his dog, I was like, really? That's what you doing, guys?
That was from Honora, I believe.
Oh yeah,
I think that was enough for editing. Another one I did have to bring up was what was it? Was it costume design for Wicked? Paul Tazwell. He was the first black man to ever win for that category.
Yes. It was a solid speech.
Yeah, and he had a pretty solid.
That was a good one.
Speech as well. So, but yeah.
It didn't go on for too long. Sometimes with the acceptance speeches, sometimes less is more.
They go on for a long time. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah. What's it called? In Memoriam. What's that called? So, did anyone notice all the people that are missing?
Tony Todd, Michelle Trachtenberg, Olivia Hussey. Bill. Oh no, I'm sorry. They did mention Bill Cobbs. I'm sorry. Who else? And
Tony Todd, I thought it was unbelievable. There's no way that
and there were people who, when it came to like Michelle Trachtenberg, people were saying, oh, it was too short notice. I'm like, then explain Gene Hackman.
Exactly, Gene Hackman. It just happened. What are you talking about?
Within a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the name? Shannon Doherty. What about Shannon Doherty? Who was?
That's who I was thinking.
A long time ago. Like, how did you forgot that?
Was it right after the last Oscars?
Yes. So like, I don't understand how you missed that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's wild. Yeah, that one wasn't as good. I don't know if people complain too much, like, oh, it doesn't need to be that long, which I disagree. I think it should have it. The 007 tribute was a waste. I thought that was stupid.
I felt like it was just like, okay, we need to do something for 5 minutes here, guys.
It was something to pad the runtime.
Yeah, which is unnecessary when you have a 5-minute acceptance speech going.
Yeah,
exactly. I thought that was silly because like the Oscars always runs over time, so you don't need to pad the time for anything.
Yeah, it just seemed, just the whole Bond thing just kind of felt out of place, and like I said,
it really did.
It's like why?
They couldn't think of anything else to do. They just wanted to pad the runtime. Like I said, like none of the covers of the songs were anything really mind blowing for me. I think like Doja Cat's version of "Diamonds Are Forever" was okay.
No, I thought it was terrible too.
It was just okay. She royally bungled the last couple seconds of it. For sure.
Like that why is Doja Cat singing? What are we doing here, guys?
I forgot who else, and then that rendition of Skyfall I hated with a fiery passion.
Oh yeah, that was not a good one. Yeah, I didn't the whole thing I didn't care for. I was like, why? When it was over, I was just like, why?
Yeah,
but pointless to me. But yeah, I hear T brings it up. The Oscars is trash. I don't know.
No, it's getting there. It's getting to a point where even though I like to, watch stuff, it's getting to a point where I'm like, man, some of this stuff is trash. The people who win is just awful. And like you don't really care about real messages.
Oh yeah. David Lynch.
Yes.
David Lynch not having his own memoriam. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand who does these things and no one checks it out. Like nobody. Whatever, man.
What's up, Maria?
What's up, Maria?
What's going on, Maria?
Yeah. Yeah, and then also have a good night.
Yeah, Nikisha. No, yeah, she's going to go watch Paradise.
Going to see Paradise.
That's all. I was going to stay up at 2:00 in the morning and watch it. That's all.
Let's watch it.
Do Anzo.
Yeah.
I started watching it finally yesterday.
Yeah. Paradise is so good. The season finale tonight. I cannot wait.
Yeah. But cool. That's our thoughts for this Oscar year. Wasn't the best one, man. It's just something was off this whole season with it. It just I didn't care for it this year.
Very very unremarkable, if I had to sum it up in a word.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not because no one got punched or slapped. That's not why. It's just everything was kind of just that felt like just like a fart in the wind, kind of.
I haven't liked the Oscars in 3 years.
Yeah, but cool. We want to hear from you guys for your thoughts. We want to hear from you with your thoughts from the Oscars of the results. Anybody that you thought got snubbed or deserves to win, and maybe we're overreacting with certain people. Let us know. Leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday and Thursday when we talk about movies, TV shows, other things like the Oscars and other nerdy stuff. But we appreciate everyone in the live chat. And if you are in the live chat, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic right now.
I'm sure Zach liked the Nora winning. I was like, man, I was messing with you. You literally ruined the Oscars. Thanks, Zach.
You ruined it. It's all your fault. So the Grammys are better than the Oscars.
They are, and I don't agree with the Grammys either. Both. I
don't know. Yeah. Because I think the Grammys have performances.
Yeah.
I think the Oscars were a lot more fun when there were some of the performances. But like
We
now
should have a celebrity death match. That's what we should have. The Oscars, a celebrity death match. Let's go ahead and put Will Smith with Chris. No, I can't put Chris Rock. Chris Rock and Tony Rock at the same time.
I will always be down with that. Bring celebrity deathmatch back.
Let's go.
Yeah,
we can do claymation.
Yeah, with the original animators from the first few seasons. The reboot from like the mid 2000s wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, bring Will Smith back to the Oscars. Agreed.
I'm telling you, celebrity death match. Let's go. Halftime show.
Sorry if I'm looking over to my side a lot. My cat is not feeling well. I know I told Brandon, I'm like, I don't think he's doing too well, and he's definitely not doing too well.
Hold him.
That's why I had to step away. He won't let me hold him right now. He's just really, acting not good. So he's old. Gonna be 18 years old. So
come on, Daphne. Come on.
Yeah. So that's why I backed up. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, so I keep kind of every time he walks by, I'm like, okay, he's good for now.
You make me scared, sad.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, so we'll see. Yeah, poor kitty. Yeah, he's got a lot of thyroid issues, so we'll see. But where you at? Maria. Not with him. However, Netflix could Roger Deakin camping for it. His loss is far heaven to road to Purdium was right. Yeah. Make it entertaining. That's the thing. Have the nominees battle out wrestling win for the win. That'd be funny.
I'm telling you, man.
Because I watched that.
Yeah,
I'd watch the hell out of that.
Yeah. Like it was just okay. It wasn't disappointed. I was a little disappointed in some of the winners. I don't think Honora should have won that many. I don't think Honora was that great, but I get it was better than Amelia Perez winning everything, which would have fucking sucked.
Oh man.
Yeah. But I just feel like the people that deserve to win don't win. Ralph Fiennes should not be still not Oscarless. Like that, Demi Moore should not be Oscarless walking away from this right now.
Not from the substance from that movie.
It should not. And the fact that she's walking away with this, and I'm honestly, as I said, I think the nomination for director was stupid, and I think everyone else was saying that too. The fact that the villain was not even nominated is stupid. He's the best part of this movie. Like always, people were coming up saying, like, this is stupid. Why? How dare you guys?
Yeah. I know when Dune won, Timothy was kind of more in the front, and he stood up and clapped him and cheered him on. So. That was kind of cool to see. But will Conan return as a host? He wasn't horrible.
It wasn't
horrible. I liked him,
but he wasn't great either. But
yeah,
he's but that's Conan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not horrible, not great. That's him in a nutshell.
I love Conan. I like Conan.
I think Conan's funny. I thought the opening substance skit was gave me a good laugh.
Yeah, it definitely was safe. But I think ever since the slap. The last couple years, this and last year, that's what it's been. It's been safe.
They're definitely walking on pins and needles.
Yeah,
thank you.
I think the riskiest joke was the Drake joke. So.
Yeah.
So halftime show, Kendrick Lamar's about to come out here and call Drake.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, like that was like the
right now in front of it. He said, "It's okay. I'm Jewish. I'll lawyer up." Yeah. I was like, "What?"
He didn't say. He said, "I'm good. I got lawyers or something like that."
I thought he's okay.
He's not Jewish.
No, he's not. Jewish. That's why I didn't understand it, but I thought that was funny. It's like your last name's O'Brien.
Yeah, I mean, just you can look at him and be like, "Oh no, you're Irish, bro."
But your last name's O'Brien. That's why I thought that was funny. I was like, "What?"
Yeah. I don't think he said he was Jewish, but it was cool, and I did like Nick Offerman being the voice. I thought that was kind of cool too. Instead of hearing that generic kind of award show person. So, yeah.
Fan too, so that works.
Yeah.
What's up, Delta Dan?
What's going on, Delta Dan? I wish Emily Perez won so everyone could have been mad today.
Oh, imagine the outrage! It would have been hilarious. Oh man, people would be big mad. It would have. I kind of would have. Been here for, even though I didn't like Amelia Perez, I would have liked to see that reaction.
Yeah. Was EDM saying? According to anonymous voters, abstain was to sweep all three short category, all three shorts category. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I never really pay attention to the shorts just because, they're kind of hard to find too. You have to actually watch them, but
I just don't argue about it because I can't. If I didn't watch it, I'm not gonna argue about it.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't watch a movie, I wouldn't vote. Oscar voters.
Yeah, hearing a lot of that stuff was very disheartening. I was like, bro, that's your job. Your job is to watch movies. They would have let so much content being created. Oh man, my god,
yeah.
People would have been mad, super mad. All right, let's get into Reacher real quick. I mean, Reacher. Can we do it in 15 minutes?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we can.
Yeah, so just the first half of the season.
That's funny, Mama Man.
Conan did the DNA ancestry test, came back 100% Irish. They said the only way to get that was family dating family. Oh yeah, I mean, it is an island. It's a big island, but still an island. So yeah, that's wild.
So imagine Amelia Perez winning and John Cena presenting the award. Let's go. Oh man.
Speaking of John Cena, real quick, I've been seeing so many clips of kids crying
because he went heel. He turned heel
because he turned heel, crying. I feel sad because like he's their hero. He's Mr. Make-A-Wish. And he turned heel, which is great. Which got me more interested in the road to WrestleMania again, because last year it was The Rock turning heel, and that was awesome. And now seeing John Cena turn heel with The Rock, although the Travis Scott thing was so out of place, it felt so weird. Like he had no idea what the fuck he was doing up there.
And then why did he hit him so hard? Did you guys see him?
He fucking
in the face,
in the side by his ear. He hit him so fucking hard. And then what was he doing? He was like lifting him up, where John Cena had to grab his neck and push him back down. Because like, what are you doing, bro? It was like, but the whole thing, it was like, I didn't get why Travis Scott was there. It made no sense. It just ruined the look because you had like John Cena and The Rock, and they were all badasses, and all the history and blah blah blah. And then fucking Travis Scott in the background is like,
like why are you here, dude? Like I don't understand.
It was very weird. It was very weird. Will Smith versus Dwayne Johnson. There you go.
Hey, the slap that could be a real slap. That's a closer fight.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock.
Well, now you got the meme of Dwayne Johnson doing the slice. You can see somebody doing that with like Will Smith and Chris Rock are hugging, and then Dwayne Johnson comes out from the background just like Chris, and then Chris Rock just beats the shit out of Will.
I'm talking about. I need to be. Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I'm saying. Never mind. Because I almost talked about the real villain.
The real, yeah, exactly.
Jada's the real villain. She gets what she deserves. I don't care.
Yeah. All right, let's knock this out and then get into the fun stuff, the real fun stuff.
Just started with it.
Yep. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, Brandman. I can't even, Brand Man. I want to say like 3 different names all at once. But yeah, but we are going to talk about the first half of season 3 of Reacher. So episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 of this new season. But yeah, so we'll start off with Brian since he's at the bottom this time. What do you think about the first half of the new season of Reacher?
I thought it was really funny for a guy who the whole part of Reacher that kind of started was about him being arrested for a murder he didn't commit. Now in season 3, he's killing everybody. He's murdering everybody. So these are murders that he actually did commit. I just thought that was kind of funny, jump from where it started. Obviously, Alan Richardson is still doing a great job. He's still awesome and engaging and big enough for you to imagine all the stuff, and still clueless with the female leads all falling for him, and still I just can't wait to see Paulie fight Jack Reacher. That's what we want to get to. And then his relationship with the kid was kind of cool. I don't need more of it though. And the family, even the family dynamic is so just kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but it's still fun, and because it's still Jack Reacher at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brand Man? What do you think about the season so far?
I liked how much it hit the ground running. This is probably my favorite. It probably had my favorite opening of all 3 seasons so far.
Yeah.
Like it just did not waste any time. I think Alan Ritchson is really kind of getting to showcase not only himself as Reacher, obviously, but as an actor. I think that a lot of his facial expressions and kind of the way he reacts to certain things are very, very good, especially in the 4th episode when he's reacting to seeing his his colleague's body, like just kind of that, like it was like a combination of shock, rage, but kind of that silent control that was really good.
It also felt like he was blaming himself, right?
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
So I think he's a better actor than he gets credit for. And yeah, I just like the old school, dare I say, kind of 80s kind of throwback vibe, very minimal CG, a lot of kind of practicality in the fight sequences and that sort of thing. Like they make it seem plausible. So I'm really enjoying this season so far. I'm loving the way it's paced and how it just doesn't waste any time. Mm-hmm. Nor should it. We're 3 seasons in,
Exactly. You should know
enough. You know what you're getting with Reacher. And then Fernando said Reacher has been fired so far. Yeah. This is a really fun season. And like what Brandman said, was the first episode was the way it started and it led into the story and what's going on. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was legit, like action, and then we'll set you up for the story after all the action. And it was like, okay.
Were you surprised by it? Were you surprised by the him being there with the fake the kidnapping and all that stuff? The way they set it up, was that surprising to you guys?
I would say at first, yeah. At first, because I'm like, what's going on? Because he's always so calculated with everything. Like things just don't happen, Like he allows things to happen. So that's why I was kind of interested what was going on.
Yeah, being on the outside, looking in as a casual watcher, yeah, definitely. I kind of knew what was going on because I've read Persuader.
Mm-hmm.
The way they sell it, just kind of being as a casual viewer, I try to put myself in those shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I could see like, at the beginning, it's like, oh shit, he just shot a cop dead. And then 10 minutes later, he calls his contact, I'm in, and then boom, title credits or title card. Yeah. That was cool. And knowing the type of character that Jack Reacher is, I saw it as making sense. Like I said, I tried to watch it as a casual viewer rather than someone who
knew it was going to
read a handful of the books. Yeah.
They said he's losing some control, which, yeah, because especially after the last episode and you find out the backstory of it all, you understand why he's so aggressive and loose, to what he was in the last couple of seasons, why he doesn't mind killing a lot of these people, because I think he's really angry about it. So, a lot more so this season, I think, than the last other seasons, with his backstory issue.
But the last seasons, he always had his team with him. He either had Neagley there, who would always pull him back, like, look, no, Richard, you don't do this crap. Like he had his team by his side. Now he's kind of been on his own with people that really don't know him, so no one that can kind of reset him.
Yeah, I think Neagley's gonna show up because she knows now, because he did show up in one part, right? Because he had called for some info and she figured out who he's going after. So
he's gonna get in trouble, and she's gonna want to get him out of trouble.
Yeah, because she wants revenge for what happened as well. So I think she's gonna pop up for sure. But I'm really digging like the action this season has been. I don't know if it's just more or if they actually stepped it up, like as in like choreography wise, because like he's out here just killing people. And I mean, season 1 he did it. I mean, don't get me wrong, he did it. Like
a car tried to run him over, and he kicked the car and pulled people out like out of the car, like they flew out the window. Like, I mean, that was before. So I feel like he's always been having that type of action. Yeah, I mean, he's but do you guys like the fact that
it's a lot of fun so far?
That Beck is not the main bad guy, and you bring it back. What's his name? Xavier, or whatever. Xavier. I can't remember his name. It's like Francis Xavier something. The one that Brian T is playing.
Yeah.
Like, because I thought that
it's Xavier Quinn. Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn. Yeah.
I don't mind it. Because it's like I feel like this whole season. I don't know if the book is like that, but this whole season has been a lot of misdirection. So like you set up one thing and then you find out it's actually this other thing. You set up Beck to be the main bad guy, but it's actually this bigger dude who has more control. So now you want to know like how is Quinn alive? Like
it's like how did you shoot him in the face and then he lived?
Like he fell in a rapid like.
Yeah, I like that it's building up to like pay off in that regard.
Yeah.
What was your favorite scene so far?
Mine, like I mentioned, the opening 5 minutes of season 3, or the opening 10-15 minutes, really, if we're being honest. I just kind of like how they played that out. How it jumped right in. It didn't waste time. I really enjoyed that. And I liked when how he just swiftly took out that dude Angel
Doll. Yeah,
Angel Doll. Yeah.
Not even thinking about what could happen, like what consequences would be.
That was that was another favorite part.
Also, I liked the character of Angel Doll. I thought he was really interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
what's your favorite scene so far, Tank?
And for sure the opening one, because that one hooked you. Like at least it did for me. I'm like, oh shit, okay, like we're in for a ride when that's the opening of the season. But I think the scene of him getting chased was really interesting in the car with the guys behind him, and he sets all this plan out and he gets them and stuff like that, and then he like breaks all their bones to stick to the damn trunk. I was like, damn, man, and he did that a few times because I think he did that with Angel Doll too, right? Then you mold him to fit under the desk for a little while. But there's a lot of like interesting parts. The house exploding I thought was a lot of was really interesting because it was quick for Reacher to do, because he's like, all right, I gotta take this guy out, but it's like but you blow up a house and you did all this and had this elaborate story behind it, but yeah, he is the bodies are piling up. So yeah,
that's true.
But I would say that the first scene was probably my favorite, because that was such a good start of a season. It was such a good start of a season. So I'm hoping to have a big finale like we've had in the last couple seasons, though. So we'll see. What about you? Any good?
The Russian roulette part.
Oh shit! Yeah,
that's my favorite. Like far, I'm like, he's like, it was Anthony Michael was like, yeah, do it, shoot it. He was like, matter of fact, pop, pop, pop. Like, what are we doing this? And I didn't realize that he already had labeled the gun. And I was like, "What? That was nuts!
Mhm.
Like, is he really doing this? Is that crazy?" And finding out what was really going on was cool too. But that was nuts. That scene. I mean, really. I mean, because Beck was like, "Who the fuck is this dude?"
Yeah, but then like,
about.
like leaving it, like now going back and like thinking about that scene after you find out he knew where the bullet was the whole time, and then stopping because he knew the bullet was in the chamber, and then telling the other dude, you know, I can't think of his name, that is like, oh, it's a dud anyway, and he pulls it out and shoots it.
Yeah,
like Reacher knew that he was going to pull the trigger, or he clicked it a few times or something like that, right? No, I don't remember.
So he shot it. He went and then he said, "This, this is a dud and trigger," and gave it a Finley, and he shot it. And it was a real bullet. So
yeah, because he's like, "Oh, it's a dud anyway." It was a test, and he's like, "No, it's real." So it was like, but he knew to leave it on there. I think he didn't have to click it multiple times or something. Yep. But yeah, it's just like Reacher's really showing like he is a badass. He is a badass, and he's so freaking jacked this season especially compared to like season 1. Like the dude gained like a whole nother person in muscle. like he's so big.
Really, I think he looks
because I had watched season 1, 2, and then now with 3, like kind of close to each other. You know, so I've been catching up with everything, and like season 1, he was big. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the dude wasn't small, but he's bigger. I think now for sure. You know. I think now that Amazon's like, oh yeah, you're gonna do this for a while. He's like, cool, and it's like I can be massive.
I feel like he might be maybe getting 10 to 15 pounds, but it doesn't seem like it's that much.
Like his arms, I think his arms are a lot bigger. His arms and
his arms and like his straps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So especially this season, if you're going against somebody like Paulie, I get why he maybe wanted to get bigger, like, so it looks like a really interesting fight for when him and Paulie finally go at it, which I cannot wait for that.
So he went from 220 to 230.
Okay.
And from season 1 to season 2 is 220 to 230, and season 2 for season 3 he's now 235.
235. Okay, so 15, like you said, 15 pounds.
But it's cutting, so it's different. 15 pounds of cutting, and the pump that looks even crazier. So yeah.
15 pounds of just muscle. And he seems like it's a lot in his like upper body for sure.
So that's what you see in the camera. So it makes sense.
But the dude is a brute for sure.
For real, yeah.
But I like him fucking around with Paulie. I like him like taking off and kind of like doing a quick swerve to get close to Paulie and messing with him. So he's a lot of fun. The character. I think he's having fun with the character. Him being other like Dove in the Titans and other stuff. I think he's having fun as this character.
Is he Batman?
For the life of me, and I'm sure I'm like more alone in this corner, I cannot picture him as Batman.
It would make more sense of him being Batman. It would make, because Batman, the stuff that Batman doesn't make sense for him to be that small of a guy. So for him to be a big dude, brooding dude, that will start to make a little bit more sense. It doesn't matter how skilled someone is. Batman's a ninja, and that's the problem. If Batman's a ninja, he can't be that big, right? But a ninja can't just punch people in the face and think that they're going to just fall out, like he's going to physically dominate them. So I always thought that about Batman. Like, how does he just be a regular dude and punch him in the face, like, and people fall out? Like you punch me in the face, I'm just going to be pissed off, and now I'm going to choke slam you. There's a line. Like, you have to be big enough. That's why I thought Batfleck was the best one. So Ben Affleck would make sense, but he's actually like maybe only 10 pounds more than Ben Affleck. So he's not that different. So he could be Batman.
I think they're about the same height, right?
So Ben Affleck
is what, 6'2", 6'3", I think.
Like six.
How tall? Because Alan is
6'3", 6'4". Yeah, he's 6'3", 6'4". Okay. Affleck is, Depends on who. If he needs to be short, he says he's 6'2", but he's really like 6'4".
Yeah, I can't see him as Batman. I've been trying, and it seems like I'm alone on that hill.
No, unless you're doing absolute Batman, I don't see it either.
Yeah. If I think I may have said this in the past, but if we're talking about him playing a DC character, if he dyed his hair black, I could see him as Shazam. Like, especially he's kind of got that aside from the build, if you've seen him on Blue Mountain State, he can play a pretty good man-child.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit, that is interesting.
So I'm not with the idea of him as Batman. I'm sorry, but not really.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah. It kind of depends on what Batman they're going with.
Yeah.
You know, because it seems like they're going with an older Batman, and they're going with a Batman who's been around for a while. So, kind of what Brian was saying, like, I could see a younger Batman, like a Christian Bale Batman, being more ninja, and agile and stuff like that. As you get older, you tend more into the Ben Affleck kind of Batman, more of a brooding kind of skull crusher. And if that's what they're going, where Damon's already around, you have all the Bat family around, he's been doing it for a while. I could see somebody like Alan doing it.
Because based on what they're saying, based on what they're saying, this is going to be a Batman who's been active for a while. If they're going to have the Bat family in this new universe, but
is he old enough?
Yeah, that's the thing too.
So does that work with the age?
He's got to be what, upper 30s, maybe
41, 42, 42. Alan Rich was born in 1982,
42,
making him 42.
Yeah. So that's not a bad age. I think that's old enough.
Yeah, he doesn't look 42. I don't know.
Yeah, he really doesn't look 42. But yeah. Well, here it says he's 6'3", so he's not.
He's about the same height as Ben Affleck, but he's probably the same weight as Ben Affleck too. It's just Ben Affleck wasn't as cut.
Yeah, he was just big. But if I could see it. I wouldn't hate it. I don't know if it would be my favorite casting ever, but it's not horrible. It's not horrible. So
okay.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this. Alan Richardson has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Hey, that's Batman.
Bro. I know it's fucked up, but you're not wrong.
That's Batman for real.
Yeah. That is. And I like Alan. I like Alan, whenever I hear him talk about, just life and stuff, I like him a lot. So I want to see him succeed in career.
I would almost see I like Richardson as maybe even Aquaman, and then you get someone like exactly, except 19 Titans, but like really Aquaman, and then
in Smallville.
No, Smallville, yeah, and then maybe someone from Supernatural as Batman, since it's already happened.
Yeah. I can see it, but I mean, this is proven. If he could be one of those, guy who's gonna crush your face, with his hands, kind of person. If that's kind of the Batman they want to go for, I think he could pull it off. But
and he's been carrying the show. He's really doing. There's not been another character there that's been like helping him carry. Like he's doing it himself, and he's succeeding.
Yeah. He's really become Jack Reacher. Whenever people in the show talk about like Reacher in the past on how he was this or he did this and blah blah blah, it's like I'm sorry, I don't see Tom Cruise. I don't see Tom Cruise doing those things. I see him. I see Alan Richardson doing it where like he could take somebody's head and bash it through a wall, like legit, so yeah. He's just, even that picture that we have right there with him is just like fucking huge. That's from the season 3 poster. So
I'm telling you, I'll arm wrestle him. I don't care.
Well, what was the arm wrestle? The Swedish arm wrestling, or what do you call it?
Wasn't it Swedish arm wrestling? Wasn't it? What
it might have been. The exact name isn't coming to me at the moment.
I forgot what he called it. I don't know if it's a real thing or not. It was definitely a trick, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll go. I'll do it. Let's go. 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Mano y mano. Let's go.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah, Dutch. No, that's not Dutch. The dude who's playing Paulie is Dutch. Yeah. But can't wait for that. Can't wait for that scene. Very, very few people would make somebody like, a 6'2", 6'3" Alan Richardson at 235 make him look small. Like, damn. So,
yeah, because I heard he's over 300 pounds.
Yeah, the other dude. Yeah, he is
7'2", over 300 pounds. Let's go.
Yeah. Colossus comes to mind. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Colossus.
Actually, I could see the Dutch guy doing that. I can see the Dutch guy being Colossus.
Yeah.
He's almost too big.
No such thing. Not for Colossus.
He's so big. I mean, because for film, it's almost hard to have him on film with other people. He's too tall. It's gonna look weird. Next to Jubilee, like they won't be in the same shot.
Colossus should be like a behemoth of a dude. Brianna Hildebrand, who played Negasonic Teenage Warhead, next to the whoever was playing Colossus in the Deadpool movies, was tiny.
Yeah. Delta said his money's on Reacher. Sorry, Brian.
I don't know, man. You underestimate how strong I am. You underestimate. I'm letting you know. Don't let the veins fool you. That just means he's dehydrated.
Yeah. Bavarian arm wrestling. That's what he called it. Bavarian arm wrestling.
That's a thing.
I never heard of that. So that was a good scene too. Yeah. But cool. I think that's it. I mean, it's a fun season so far. We're gonna see how it ends, because how it ends is always it's always like the money maker for the show. The big final battle and everything like that. So, but the first half, definitely a lot of fun. We're having fun with it. It's what you sign up for, So, and we're getting exactly what we signed up for. So, but cool. We want to hear from you guys. So leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about Reacher. Let us know if you think Alan should be Batman, because that's a rumor going around too. So, either way, let us know. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday and Thursday when we talk about movies, TV shows like Reacher, and other fun, nerdy stuff. And if you are in the live chat right now, stick around, because we're going to move on to your comments. All right. You want to pull up all the pictures?
Yeah, I have them up.
Okay.
I was looking at Bavarian arm wrestling.
I don't know if that's a real thing or if that's just like the joke in the.
So it's like someone puts their arm down
where you like
you have to the opponent tries to push it down and you have to resist it. That's a real thing. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, but that is
I won't win that one. I won't win that one.
I wouldn't want to do that, because like if you win,
snap your arms,
you punch your face. If you lose, you break your arm. It's like it's a lose-lose. Lose-lose. We're going. Yeah, veins for the camera, picks for sure. Oh yeah,
exactly.
Like you said, you dehydrate yourself and do all that stuff.
I'm like, no. I look at him like, nah, I'm okay. I'm
much bigger than he is.
I'm much bigger than he is.
After Zachary Levi, I'll be willing to forgive hair color for Shazam. He's not supposed to be a man child. Shazam?
Yeah, so because Captain Marvel, what he really is, he wasn't really a goofball like that.
He wasn't a man child in the way that Zachary Levi plays him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because he basically played him as if he had a learning disability.
Yeah, like the kid is smart, and then somehow he becomes stupid when he gets the wisdom of Solomon or whatever.
The kid, Asher, Billy Batson, especially in the sequel, acted like an adult with kids in a 9 to 5, and Zachary Levi just acted like a 7-year-old with ADHD.
I mean, it literally says the wisdom of Solomon. Like that's they talk about the whole poem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of weird. He did kind of have like adolescent tendencies, but he wasn't a complete goober.
Yeah.
But
in the first one, it was a better balance. The second one, it was
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did these two actors meet? Did they ever kind of review lines together, that sort of thing? It's like apparently not.
No,
he would be the greatest Batman Bruce Wayne we've ever seen.
But yeah, he would be large. He would be pretty large. It would be close to Ben Affleck. It'll be around the same, I think. But yeah, don't want to see a blonde Batman.
Yeah, he'll definitely have to. He'll definitely have to dye his hair. There's no question.
Yeah. And also, Professor Film Fans in the house said, "I'm loving season 3 so far, and episode 5 looks like it's gonna be a lot going on." Yeah, each episode seems like there's a lot going on. There's always like some kind of hidden new fact that just pops up, kind of thing. So, yeah, Shazam's supposed to have the wisdom of Solomon. Yeah, but yeah, if he comes to Marvel, he could do a bunch of stuff. I mean, the dude has been a superhero a few times already.
Several times.
Yeah. He was great as Dove. I thought he was super great as Dove.
I liked him as Dove. Hawk. I liked him as Hawk. Liked him in his bit part as Aquaman on Smallville when he showed up.
Yeah. I don't know too much about Hawk and Dove, but what they did to him in the show, I thought was a little messed up. I was like, really? I don't know if it's spoiler, but you're gonna kill him? I'm like, in a way too, where I mean, I get why they had to do it because you had to make Red Hood look like really bad, but I don't know. I mean, that's why that show had a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I don't think what I would like to see him as, but
you can pull off a bunch of stuff. Let me see. All right, let's talk about these Marvel stuff because I want to talk about that. Let me hit this. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Sporter King. So we're going to talk about the big nerdy news over the weekend. I believe this happened on Saturday, I think. Saturday morning.
I think Saturday.
It was Saturday.
Or was it Friday night? I don't know. I woke up Saturday and I saw all this shit. I'm like, oh, what? So we're going to talk about these leaks that we got, these concept art leaks. Some of them are wild, So before we get into it, there's a rumor that a lot of people are saying that it was on purpose. I don't think it was on purpose, because they're saying it was on purpose because they wanted to see the reaction to what the fans think about it. Whether it was on purpose or not, which I don't think it was, but fans like it. Fans like it for the most part. Not everything, because I know what Brian's already going about. Not everything, and also things, but for the most part, I think most fans are really digging it. I have some issues with some of the things as well, but overall, I thought this might be a good route they're going down. But let's bring up these pictures and see. So what we got here? This is one of the concept arts.
So this is the one when you start to see Doom. So he's now
God Emperor
Doom, and this is one of the variants of I'm sorry. one of the variants of Stephen Strange, which is his right hand man, and
Yeah,
that actually
Sheriff
makes
Strange.
sense. Yeah, Sheriff Strange makes a lot of sense in the whole idea, because really, Doom and Strange are the reason why they get Battle World in the comic book. They're the ones that defeat the Beyonder. So I understand how this works, and though Sheriff Strange is one of the reasons why Doom is actually beat overall, they are really close together. They're really good friends. So I thought this is actually smart, and seeing it this way, I do enjoy this part. I think this is actually smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a cool shot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Go
Can I
ahead.
ask you a question before you get started? But if they're using Loki as Loki, the god of stories, in place of the Beyonder, and Strange knows Loki, why would he choose Doom over Loki in this instance?
I mean, it could not be, or it could be that this Strange is not our Strange. It's another variant Strange.
I mean, yeah,
or it could be this
Strange.
universe's Strange that is cool with Iron Man. And for whatever reason, our Strange is somewhere else.
But we saw most of the Stranges, right?
We saw a couple.
We saw a few of them.
A few. And we know he's very dangerous. Because the bootleg Illuminati were like, you're the most dangerous person in the universe.
Yeah, to the point where they had to get rid of him.
But that's not actually what was going on. But we'll get to that. We'll go to that Illuminati part. That's not actually what was happening. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. But also they have Sue Storm next to him.
Yep.
As his
bride.
As his bride.
Mm-hmm.
And then Franklin
Richards
is down on the floor.
Mm-hmm. And this is supposed to be Mr. Fantastic.
Reed
Richards. Yeah, that's what we read. And then Yelena, that's supposed to be Yelena holding him.
Here.
So, or have the chain to read. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a rumor that what's her name, Scarlett Johansson is supposed to come back as like an alternate evil version of Black Widow. So I wonder if they would put her here instead of Yelena. But at this point, you can kind of cycle them out, right? I mean, yeah. But I love the look of Dr. Doom in this one. With it looks like he has a white robe on instead of his normal green.
Yeah.
A lot of gold, so he's more of like you can tell he's not just your normal Dr. Doom. He's
it's very much that Doom kind of pose, the way he's seated, kind of leaning forward, got that kind of like dominating arrogance about him, even in the concept art, which I really appreciate.
Which I think RDJ, as much as I don't love that casting, he knows how to pull that off really well.
I think he might be able to do that.
That very cocky, arrogant kind of I'm smarter than you kind of personality.
Just be Tony Stark.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. What's up, Ty?
Ty, what's up, man? So
yeah, you blowing Delta Dan's brain. He's the most powerful version of Doom.
Yeah.
This one said the leakers should get fired. Spooling stuff for us fans is trash. Yeah, supposedly it was an accident. From what I understand, one of the rumors is it was an accident. It
was accidental. What you slipped and your hand just accidentally hit the mouse.
So it wasn't a leak as much as he put it on his website. Someone was able to download it. They're able to hack into it.
He put on like a share kind of thing, and it was not the right one, and
people were able to hack into it and get it.
Saw it and got it. Yeah. So that's and then another one is that it was done on purpose, which I don't think it was on purpose. But that one's getting more and more traction. But yeah, this is a good one. A lot of people are complaining about this. They're like, "Oh, they're just ripping off Game of Thrones." I was like, just because something's medieval doesn't mean they're ripping off Game of Thrones. Like, no.
by that logic, everything that takes place in like a medieval or a setting that looks like this is a ripoff of Game of Thrones. By that logic,
yeah. But I'm digging it. I'm like, I like the look of it all. Looks interesting.
Okay,
for sure.
Second one then.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
We got White Vision with Peter Quill as roommates. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about this?
I think it's very much an odd couple. It has the potential to be hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially with like whatever kind of back and forth banter they'd have, knowing the kind of character that Peter Quill is, and then what little we've seen to establish White Vision.
Mm-hmm.
That could be funny. I'm just trying to figure out where this would all fit in. If this is going to be in Vision Quest, or if this is going to happen at some point in one of the next movies, Doomsday or Secret Wars.
Towards the end of Vision Quest, maybe seeing it
towards the end of Vision Quest, yeah. I think that's the only place I kind of see it fitting in.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with Quill just making a little, like, showing up like this, and kind of more or less being retired, like at the end of Guardians 3. I think just seeing him kind of pop up here and there like this, still retired, would be hilarious, and just see him adjusting to life on Earth.
I see it more like Star-Lord is like, he doesn't know he's asked for a roommate because he's trying to live in California, whatever, or something like that. So he's asked for a roommate. White Vision is disguised as someone else who becomes his roommate. It happens, and he's saying, "I want to get away from the rest of the galaxy. I want to get away from space because I've been there for so long. I just want to enjoy being here and just be a regular human." And he finds out the roommate that he just selected is actually White Vision, who could go throughout outer space and brings him right back into the fold of being a hero, and drags him back into the story.
Yeah, I mean, right now, because all we know is like White Vision is gonna discover who he is, right? And then also Quill is kind of rediscovering who he was or what he lost. So they kind of go on this like little personal journey together of figuring out what it is to be, human, I guess. So I don't know. It could be cool, but it can also be really effing stupid. Like, it depends on how they go with it, because it is an interesting odd couple.
Yeah, I think it's
like, for
it
sure.
might be really stupid.
Like,
this could be really bad.
Yeah. It could be. White Vision started, and he needs a lot of explaining. And then we got Sully in the house. What's up, Sully?
What's up, Sully?
He said these two seem like they would have legit nothing to talk about.
I agree, and that's what makes it so hilarious to me.
Yeah,
but it could be Star-Lord being his human coach, teaching him how to be human.
That's interesting. Like, this is how you dance. Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon is the most important thing in all human history.
Yeah, started to get his dance off again. Yep. I like this one. Delta Dan said White Vision listening to a Walkman incoming. That would be cool. Where we're like this super advanced piece of technology, of Vision is listening to a Walkman. So that'd be kind of cool. But I'm kind of interested, but this isn't like my favorite. I was like, okay, that's weird.
It seems like more than anything, it could be entertaining.
Yeah. Don't all these pics look like AI? I
think this is actual art.
It's hard to tell. I think it's art. But AI is really good. But I don't see any weird, because usually AI, there's some weird artifacts. There's things that blend that shouldn't blend, and there's like, one too many feet or one too many fingers or the third eye or some shit. I don't see anything too out of place, where AI usually, does stuff like that.
Agreed.
But it could be. I'm not saying it's not. And Collector, I see your question. We'll answer that in a little bit.
All right. Next page.
This one is interesting.
We see Bruce
Potentially,
Banner, Hulk, and we see She-Hulk there. And you see Scar, who grew his hair back and does it the right way now.
He found a good barber.
Found a good barber? Yeah, he did. He finally found a good barber.
Let it grow. Just let it grow.
Safe to assume this is potentially on Battle World.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. This entire village is full of Hulks.
Uh-huh.
Everyone. It almost looks like a Shrek village, right?
That's also we assume that's Scar. Like, just because he's there and looking at it's a village of I was gonna say Shreks, a village of Hulks. I was like, wait, is that actually Scar though? So I mean, I don't know. But if you ever read Old Man Logan, right? There's the Hulk part of the world that the Hulk kind of has over to the side. It gets really disgusting, I guess, because like Hulk finds out he's horny, and the only person he can have sex with is his cousin, who's actual. So they have a bunch of inbred, like hillbilly Hulks. Is that what's going on here?
God, I hope not. I hope
I doubt.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what's going on.
They're gonna have to find a way around that.
Yeah, it could just be like,
because I mean, then how will we have World War Hulk if that's what's going on? Because the whole point is that he gets mad because his family is destroyed, right? And he just gets more and more, and they kill off his family to try to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like it's going to be an alternate reality.
If you have Scar, you have to have Kyra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, that's one or the other. You have to have Kyra. So I don't know.
But this just seems, because it also seems medieval Renaissance just by what they're wearing in the housing. So I wonder if this is the same universe as that first picture, or if it's a different universe, a different reality. Where this like everyone's a Hulk. Maybe they all got gamma radiation that turned them into Hulks. So I don't know.
It could be. See, but the idea would be that Scar was already even born before they left the planet, right? On Sakaar.
I mean, I'm saying they never been to Sakaar. This is like an alternate reality where,
well, he just has,
he just gives a bunch of his blood to people, and he's like, "You're all my family now." I don't know. I mean, just because of the outfits in the background looks like very, very, very different than anything else. I'd
like to say, who is Scar from Marvel? That is Hulk's son.
Mm-hmm.
That is his son.
He shows up in She-Hulk officially.
End.
Yeah.
Briefly, with a very bad haircut.
Look like a Buddhist.
I mean, he just looked like a fucking dumbass. Like, he comes in and is like, "Oh, hi guys." Like, he just looks very timid, very not Scar. Like, Scar is a badass.
Yeah, really aggressive, really surly.
Yeah. And also, like, Scar in the comic books,
and hates his father.
He hates his father. He wants to kill the Hulk. He hates Hulk. Where he tags around with Banner because he doesn't want to kill Banner. He wants to kill Hulk. So he tags around with Banner until he becomes Hulk so he can kill him. So, yeah, it's a good story in the comic books. In MCU, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they're doing. But, yeah. Yeah, Disney's not gonna let any incest stuff. No, but I just thought that was my first thought of like, whenever I see a bunch of Hulks, and then he's standing next to his cousin, and I was like, oh, okay, Old Man Logan, that's nasty. Yeah,
but since they're all agreeing, this makes you feel like blood. It's all it takes is blood.
Some blood, because that's what he did with her in the show. So I see something like that. But hopefully we get a Hulk, like good Hulk, like not good, but like a good story, a good version of Hulk, like something we haven't seen from him in a while.
World War Hulk will be a great start.
World War Hulk will be amazing.
Yeah,
but they have to do it right. They have to do it right.
Yeah,
they would have to do after reboot.
Yeah, like are they too far gone with the
Mhm.
direction they've taken with the Hulk in the context of the MCU
Yes.
to do World War Hulk justice, or just to do a
They,
proper Hulk solo
they've done
story?
Ragnarok, so like that already kind of ruined some of World War
Ruins
Hulk.
Planet Hulk. Yeah.
Planet
Yeah.
Hulk too.
So
Yeah.
So and also
but
the
this
Russos.
looks like Planet Hulk, right? I mean, because of all the Hulks around.
Mhm.
No, because
'Cause
Planet Hulk is
this
on
is a
Earth.
village. So
Oh no, Planet Hulk is on Sakaar.
so that's how where they'll get Scar. So could they be on Sakaar and then they grab them and put them on Battle World? And this is a village
Like
on Battle
rebuilding
World
it.
that's under the rule of Doom. Just like we saw Doom in the same type of setting, that this village is the people that Doom is actually ruling.
It could be, yeah. These are like the peasants.
Mhm.
You know,
These are the people.
hmm hmm Like Deuce said, somehow Marvel will mess up an easy World War Hulk. It would have to be after a reboot, because you would have to get rid of Professor Hulk. You would have to get rid of Professor Hulk. It doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
And I don't
But
know.
also,
Mhm.
one of my biggest issues was whenever the Russos dealt with the Hulk, they never knew what to do with him. So they always threw him to the wayside, and that's why we're stuck with a really shitty Hulk right now. And now
Mhm.
with the Russos coming back,
We're gonna get
are
that
we just going to
same
get more
crappy.
shitty Hulk?
Mhm.
Like I'm really worried about that. So
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think the Hulk was at his best in, the Norton solo movie, the first
Mhm.
Avengers movie. I thought he was like a scene
Mhm.
stealer in that.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Even Age of Ultron, I thought he was cool in. And of course Ragnarok, but ever since then it just, it just seems like miss rather than hit with the Hulk,
Yeah.
with as far like you said, as far as the Russos go. Everyone else, Joss Whedon, Louis Leterrier, Taika Waititi did a much better job with the character. And
Mhm.
I don't want to say that he's a non-presence, because even as Professor Hulk, he was responsible for snapping everyone back into existence. So I got to give him his credit there. But I don't know. I want to see Hulk
That's the only thing
do
he
do
did the entire
do
time.
Hulk things.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
I want to see Hulk do Hulk things.
I think the most we saw him do in the final battle against Thanos was throw some Thanos grunt,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
didn't even throw him that far.
Yeah. They said, see what people are saying this. So yeah, he shows up in the She-Hulk. AKA Shrek 5 and 6. That's what this is. He goes, yeah, he's in She-Hulk with a bad haircut, really bad, horrible. Which is it pissed me off even more, because
Whose
like
idea
in the
was that
comic,
haircut?
he has a badass haircut. He got the ponytail, the long hair, like
long
Yeah.
locks.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
What was
He's
so tough
awesome.
about that?
What?
Why couldn't they just do that? And when he showed up in She-Hulk, what was so
Yeah.
tough about that? Who came up with this shaved, whatever the
Bulk.
hell this was? I don't.
it was the
get it.
middle manager to say, "I got an idea. Let's do this."
Who's got a worse haircut, Guy Gardner or Scar?
Or Scar.
Oh my goodness!
Who's got a worse one? The soundtrack will be
Someone
70s
okayed
prom
that.
music. Yeah. No one wants Hulk wearing a cardigan. Yeah. Unless Professor Hulk, they do a storyline, or somehow he becomes Maestro. That's the
Maestro
only
makes a
way
lot
I
of
want to
sense.
see Cardigan Hulk turn into Maestro.
Because Maestro might be
what I
one of
would
the
want
most
to see. But
badass dudes ever.
oh yeah. Got the balding Hulk with the long hair and the beard, but he's got like the bald spot, which
The
is so
bald spot.
stupid.
Yeah.
But it is awesome though. Ragnarok mining the green peach scene. Some Hulk cheeks.
Oh my god!
But this is an interesting one for sure.
Yeah.
So,
now let's head to the next one.
Next one.
Are we ready? Are you ready?
This is the one I've seen the most.
This
Because
one's
that,
cool.
As you see, this is a Black Panther variant. It looks like from we don't know what universe, but as you said, we see a Panther God, and we see a Black Panther king that looks very similar to Damson Idris. And I do not believe that this is T'Challa.
No,
it doesn't look at the outfit, look at the suit. It doesn't make any sense. I think I know who it is, but you guys tell me what you think first, and then I'll go on my rant.
First and foremost, awesome suit. I love the classic, like, what's that 70s style Black Panther with the raised collar and the cape.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that in live action. My immediate thought was Damson Idris, and definitely an alternate universe, especially if they're still playing around with that. I'm still kind of asking myself if they're gonna integrate a new Panther into 616.
You go for the original.
This would probably be the best time, and go for the original. Yeah, I think that might be the best way. But this is one of the ones. Whether or not these leagues are legit, I hope that this is legit, because this is probably my standout one of this.
Yeah,
super cool.
Also, Mama Bear said saw the post. Supposedly, Damson got cast as the variant. That's the rumor. That's the rumor. I've been seeing a lot. In Mama Bear, showed us as well. That he's getting casted as the T'Challa variant.
Yeah.
But for me, this same thing with Brandman. I like the old school kind of cape with the raised collar and even like has like the sash and stuff like that. I don't know if this is like his Black Panther suit, because it kind of looks like it, or if it's more of like a fancy Black Panther suit kind of thing, So I wonder if like it transforms into something more war, like his fighting mode or some shit. But either way, I like how it looks. The Panther in the background from the stone looks cool, which I'm assuming it's like vibranium, like giant Panther vibranium cave entrance. But my thought was like, oh, this isn't our universe. Like, it isn't 616, the Wakanda that we know or have seen. But
it doesn't look like it, right?
It don't look like it. Yeah.
Obviously, it's not our universe.
I'm kind of curious about that. Like, if you follow the little river, there's that other little person there. It looks like a person. I'm not sure what it is. Because it looks like a person kind of like stepping forward with their head down, but I can't really tell because it's like kind of blurry. But I like it. It looks cool. I'm cool with it if this is a variant. That's the way they want to go. But I already kind of know what Brian's thinking, and which is could be a possibility, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that could be going on here, because I mean, he could be. As I said, the first Black Panther who will be like Bashinga. He could be a lot, a lot of different variants. Overall, you have to have Black Panther to go do the Hickman storyline.
Yeah.
So if we're throwing him in there for just to do a story, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that, just like I don't like in X-Men 97 that you had to use T'Chaka, not T'Challa in X-Men 97. It's the same thing here. Why can't you just recast the fucking character? Why do you have to always go to a different variant? Because you're trying to push the idea that it's a mantle and that T'Challa is not really the Black Panther that we got through all the comic books. It's like, once again, not having a Bruce Wayne thought out character, right? Never get that Bruce Wayne Batman, not really pushing that up and then going right into a different character. That makes no sense. Or never going Clark Kent Superman and we're gonna go with his son. Like, why are we doing this? I don't understand why you can't just recast the fucking character and give me the T'Challa that I actually need. That's
all it took.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. So like, the fact that you're going to do this again and give me a variant is only going to piss me off more. Honestly, like, so why are we doing this? Like, It's almost like they're doubling down. They keep on saying, I'm not going to let this happen. Like, instead of listening to everyone wants to fucking T'Challa, but you don't want to do it because you feel like, oh, we said we're not going to do this. It's because, Chadwick Boseman, you keep on blaming Chadwick Boseman and his widow for shit that's really your decision that you're making.
Exactly.
So stop doing that. Stop being around the fucking bush. Stop trying to change the storyline, say, and once again, push that mantle idea. This is bullshit. I'm tired of it.
Yeah. All it took was a recast.
Any other fucking character. No other fucking character will ever do this. They will never do this with Batman. They'll never do this with Superman. They wouldn't do it with anyone else. So why?
They wouldn't even do it in the same universe. With Red Hawk.
They recast. They recast William Hurt. They recast General Ross. Straight away without hesitation. His corpse was still fresh.
Yeah.
It's
you're
very frustrating.
They're writing themselves into a corner when they don't need to. All it took was a recast. They were setting him up. There were more stories to tell. They exploited this man's death by killing him off in a very insulting way. It pisses me off too, Brian. They were setting the stage, and then they just pulled the rug out from beneath themselves when the show really should have went on. What? Why? Reworking everything that needlessly, and I'm not trying to minimize what happened to Chadwick Boseman because it was absolutely awful. It's one of the celebrity deaths that really to this day still upsets me. But even he said that he didn't consider himself the end all be all of the role, and even after him, he wanted it to continue on. If anything, they should have honored that, not kill. They pissed all over his memory by fucking killing the character off completely, and now look at them, and now they're doing all this other needless, convoluted bullshit.
I'm not sure if this is Bashinga. I don't know if it's Mosi. I don't know what it is, but it's unnecessary. Is what it is. Yeah. There's no need to do this. And then you're gonna go to a different variant that might be in the past that's only dealing with the first ever. This is 1 million years before Christ, and this is what we have. But we still have this vibranium, and it's still. There's no need to do this. Why are you making this storyline so convoluted and so hard to understand?
Yeah,
why?
They don't need to.
They're just doing it because they don't want to go back on what they said. Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler are pissing me off more and more with this shit.
Especially Nate Moore. Yeah. Ryan Coogler should have just went ahead with his original script. Stay the course. And like I said, I'm not trying to minimize what happened, but the way they went about it was wrong. It was insulting and it was wrong.
Yeah. I mean, it's also insulting to the character. The character that many people grew up reading for, was it 80 years at this point? Over 80 years.
Decades.
So it's how I see it too. It's like, if this, say, if he was like was the first Black Panther, and you still have T'Challa, like that would be an interesting.
If T'Challa went back to see him, that's different.
If T'Challa was still around, or he comes to the future, or they meet in Battle World or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting, just because of the stories we already got with T'Challa in Black Panther 1, where he met his father. It's like now he can go meet, his, the first. His great however many great grandfathers, like that would be an interesting story. But now that's you're robbed of that.
You don't even have to, because you have the ancestral plane, so you don't even have to do this shit.
You don't even have to do that. Like literally, like like what's her name, Agatha is still around as a ghost. You know what I mean? Like, and even in Agatha, she's as a ghost. You get Wiccan, his soul gets transferred to a different body. You know what I mean? Like, what? So you're telling me you just recasted this character in the show and you didn't really need to explain it? They do it with Moon Knight. The dude dies. He's in their version of like the ancestral plane, kind of like this existence, kind of thing.
I mean, it's the same place as Boston and Khonshu and all of them are all there.
He
Yeah,
comes back to life.
I don't. Yeah, so I don't get why doing it with T'Challa is too tall. Is so tall in order.
Yeah, you already established that the forefathers and all the previous Black Panthers live on this existence. This
You
ancestral
can just
plane
go and
existence.
talk to them on an ancestral plane and find a way to.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we
Even
can get T'Challa back by doing this. We can just do this.
That's why I hated Wakanda Forever.
Through everything.
When it's like it makes zero sense that Shuri didn't see her brother. 0 sense. If you want to say like, oh, it can only be people who were Black Panther, so that's why she didn't see her mother. Cool, you can explain that she never drink the herb juice or whatever. Why she would see a dude she knew for 3 days compared to her brother makes 0 sense, and that's just lazy writing, and you're just like trying to explain reasons. Like,
who else said the same thing about that you just said, Tank? My mom. When she saw the movie, because we talked about it after.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, she said that makes no sense. Why would she see him? She didn't know him that long, and why wouldn't she see her brother? And why would she see Killmonger after how mean he was?
Yeah. Like time matters on the ancestral plane. Mm-hmm. He needs time to recoup and understand. Like, they're just making shit up that doesn't make sense. That's not,
It's all,
but with all that I'm saying, right? Even if they decided that they're going to go as a variant of T'Challa, I will be fine with it. It's not the thing I want, but I will be fine with it.
Yeah, you got to think it. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No.
It's like the next best.
Finish your thought, and then I'll say it.
No. If that's what you're gonna do, you're gonna do a variant of, but it has to be T'Challa, because the point is, from 1966 till 2025, we really only had 6 comics that haven't had T'Challa as the main Black Panther. There's 350 if you go through the Avengers. If you go through all of them, the Wakanda ones, all that, it's always been T'Challa. So why are you doing this? I don't understand why they're pushing this narrative. Why they were pushing it with TJ or Tucson or whatever you want. Why they're pushing it with Bashinga or Mosi or whatever Why are we doing this?
Yeah, and you're in a delicate spot because you were just establishing this character. You can't be making reactionary decisions like that, like they did with TJ, and making sure you become the Panther and blah blah. It was all reactionary, and you could tell they were throwing a ton of stuff at the wall to see what stuck in the wake of the tragedy. You can't be making reactionary decisions like that. Now look where we are. All this it's a big needless jumbled mess when it didn't need to be. All because they behaved. They were way too reactionary. Mm-hmm. They should have taken a minute to think it through. Or better yet, like I said, just continue on with the original plan with a new actor in place. That's all it took.
Yeah, I would love it if the T'Challa variant, if Damson interested to do that, let him do it, whatever. And let him be a T'Challa variant, and then the whole point of the Hickman run is that T'Challa actually gets a gauntlet. That Doom actually leaves T'Challa things like sorry, that trust, like these trust that he trusts him with. Like, it's amazing what he does, and then he uses that gauntlet to do wonderful things and rebuild the multiverse. But all the people that are on Battle World don't even remember the multiverse. So like, Hickman's run is really, really cool. It's a real novel concept, and I think it's really great. There's no reason why you not use T'Challa. And then here's another thing with it, he's able to travel the entire universe. So we can have the intergalactic, Empire, Wakanda. You can do all type of things with these things, with this thing, as after you get through this Secret Wars nonsense, whatever. So you can do a lot of different things, and you don't have to. If you're gonna have Wakanda or whatever, one Black Panther movie you're gonna have for 3 after Secret Wars, that can tie into it. And you didn't kill T'Challa off again because he's able to travel, the universe and stuff. So these are just options that you have, but there's no reason to not let it be T'Challa. There's none at all.
Yeah. Here, hold on. I got a thought that I just kind of like was going through my head right now. Real quick, shout out to Jason Entertainment.
Jason?
What's going on, Jason?
He goes, that looks like an amazing T'Challa. So what if, this is the best case scenario, this is an alternate reality T'Challa, right? At the end of the Secret Wars, they mush everything together, and kind of like what you said, where people don't even remember the multiverse, right? So now you have Damson Idris as T'Challa, but now all these universes are mushed together. So does he now become the main T'Challa because everyone kind of gets mushed together and all they know is what is new?
It's like one universe, like a whole new reality.
Yeah, with the X-Men are in it. You maybe get, I doubt you get Steve Rogers back, but maybe they, Sam Wilson is the Captain America in this new universe or something like that. It's like, and now he is T'Challa. He is the main T'Challa. Is that acceptable? I mean, is that something like that's?
It's the second best thing, right? The best thing would be just to recast the damn character and have it, have somehow be done. But the second best thing would have a character that plays T'Challa to do that, come in as a variant, and then you go to Battle World, which the idea will be, similar to No Way Home, right? That Doctor Strange does a spell that no one remembers that there was a multiverse beforehand. So you go into this thing that's now this world that no one realizes that this one was in the original world. The only problem with that is that you don't get Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa, so it's not that. That's the only issue. But if you do that, I can see ways around it. You're still getting good representation. You're still getting the right T'Challa type of person. We're continuing that story, and he's T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. He's not T'Challa.
The correct character.
He's the right character. Yeah. So you're correcting a lot of things. You can't. We can't be asking for everything. Well, we can't ask for everything, but if we don't get everything, sometimes as long as they listen to you, you got to say, okay, this is not that.
Yeah.
If he's Mosi, if he's Bashinga, if he's whatever you want, whatever he is to be, I won't be happy. I don't need him to be the first Black Panther. I don't need that.
Yeah.
I need to be T'Challa because T'Challa was the Black Panther in all these comic books and throughout all history. In all the Fantastic Four, we bring the Fantastic Four. It's T'Challa. He's the one who interacts with all these people.
Now, here's another scenario I was thinking too. What if he is TJ grown up?
Yeah, I probably won't. I'll be done.
That's what they were. That's what they were clearly trying to set up. At the end of Wakanda Forever.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably the route that I kind of see them going with.
What if he's a Toussaint variant? What if he's not even? He's a Toussaint variant.
I mean, I can see that. Like he's from a different universe where he's already grown up. So he's a Toussaint variant, which makes zero effing sense. No sense at all.
And I could see him doing it. They're already needlessly convoluting this, so why not?
You're telling me in an endless multiverse, you're gonna give me a variant Toussaint instead of at the very least a variant T'Challa? That would be the dumbest thing possible, the absolute dumbest thing possible. So as much as they could fix it, there are many ways that they can go deeper down this shitty rabbit hole and dig all 10 toes into the sand and be like, I'm this is what we're doing. I hope not. I hope the Russo brothers respect the character, which they have in the past.
They have done, and they've done a great job with them, and they've probably done T'Challa the best.
Yeah.
Better than anyone else. So
unfortunately they're re-entering the fold at a point where, like I've said, they've Coogler and others involved have written the character into a corner. So you know, hopefully they can they can mend this, fix it.
Deuce has no faith. He goes, they will pick the worst choice.
That's what I feel like too.
It's weird because I am such a huge fan, right? Like I literally have posters on my wall. I have everyone see all the Funko Pops. We talk about all the comic books. I have all of it. I am scared if they go the TJ route and they didn't have to for any reason, I might be done, man. I'll enjoy my comic books. I enjoy the runs that we're getting with that, and I'll be done.
With MCU or just Black Panther in the MCU?
I don't know. I don't know how far it's gonna go.
That's true.
I don't know how far I will have to say like I'm done. How far is that?
Yeah. 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 I think that would be the ultimate disrespect. Mom says the leak was T'Challa variant. That's what the leak was. Because they came out with little like descriptions, I guess, with it, and they said that this was a variant T'Challa. But also they're calling T'Challa, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that the variant T'Challa is a variant Toussaint. Because that's what they're trying to push. But
if you look at the outfit, it resembles a couple of characters that we've seen before. Not T'Challa.
Yeah. The gold, the T'Chaka suit that we saw in the first Black Panther. Obviously the throwback to the 70s comic with the raised collar and the cape.
It looks like Azuri 100%. So that's another person, So
that'd be interesting.
I don't know. It looks more like Azuri than it does T'Challa.
Yeah.
Guess there's
especially
a lot
with the video game coming out. I believe it is Azuri, right?
It is Azuri,
video game.
Exactly.
So they might want to tie them a little bit together.
Yeah. So in the video game, I mean, you could talk about Bashinga, you could talk about T'Challa, you could talk about Shuri, you could talk about Njobu. Like you could talk about a lot of people in the video game, but it makes the most sense of him being Azuri. To make money, right?
Make them. Yeah, 100%. And we don't have any other info to go off of. Yeah, besides the picture, some theories, and then that caption of variant T'Challa. So
I'm trying to find a picture of Azuri so you guys can see what I'm saying, because
looks like they're taking cues from RDJ's Dr. Doom. That'd be interesting.
Let's see what I go.
Yeah. Daredevil 22 hours. Countdown.
Yeah. Nobody bother me tomorrow night. Tonight, technically.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, but I'm hoping I'm hoping it is a variant T'Challa. I think that might be the best route we get with it, and then they find a way to merge everything together, and he becomes the main timeline T'Challa. That's
Here, do this.
I mean, because it's not a full recast, but it's also. Oh, you think?
So I'm saying, see the cape.
Oh, look.
See the cape. There's not a lot of them that wear this cape like this. The gold that goes with it.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like, what if this isn't like it's more of a ceremonial outfit? Something like he wore when he married.
You see the battle armor. Well, yeah, but you see the battle armor with it.
Because he has the sash, he has the necklace. It looks like he has the things around his neck. I can't really tell from here.
It's the little things that he had.
Before. So I can see this being more of a ceremonial kind of thing. Something like I said when he married like Storm, then more of a battle kind of thing. Because the one that you're showing with that's for sure like a battle. It's got a sword and shield and shit makes that. But,
I don't know. Yeah, I got one more picture to show you guys to see if you guys. compare this to this.
Yeah, that would.
What'd I miss?
Just looking at some old, like Azuri.
That's Azuri.
Like that one's a good one. I can see that. Yeah.
That's Azuri. You know, we see the gold. You see, you know, sash. I think this is what they're going to do.
That'd be interesting. I mean, it'll be interesting that why would they backtrack? So, like, because now you're literally backtracking to an older Black Panther. So it's like, oh, we're not going to even bother with the T'Challa stuff at all. We're just going to go back to a forefather. And it's like, why?
Because they're still holding on to the Chadwick Boseman. They're saying because he's the only one could be T'Challa. That's all they care about, and not actually the what the character means. And we can. The reason I want to voice my displeasure is nothing has started, right?
Yeah,
nothing has started. They don't start filming till April, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell people you don't want this. Tell them you want T'Challa. They've rewritten stuff before. You know, screaming from the mountaintop. Tell people that this doesn't make sense. Give me T'Challa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is really quite simple, you know, and they're just making this. They're just making this needlessly complicated.
Yeah, because they think they're righteous in their emotions to be attached to a person, you know. And then I've been hearing a lot too online. It's like, oh, you can't recast the Chadwick. We're not recasting Chadwick. That's not what this is. We are recasting T'Challa, the character. You know, that's what it is. That's what you do. That's what Marvel has done a few times already. So
DC did it.
Yeah.
When you know in Superman, you didn't dishonor the character by recasting him. You didn't. So like I don't understand what's the point. Why are we still doing this? Why are we still fighting with this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
well, we'll see. But yeah, you know, keep check.
So that's that one. I think that was, and then I think we had.
There's like two more. I think.
We have this one. One of those like Peter Quill is running the Young Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mama Bear sent a good picture of like a T'Challa with Storm, where he has the cape and like a gold necklace and stuff like that.
I know the exact comic book. One she's.
So that's why I'm like it could be something else. You know what if that T'Challa, like, you know, whatever pops up, we see that T'Challa and it's in the middle of the marriage. That'll be epic. That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a really cool thing. Yeah, that would be. I just,
you know, because now we could see like a version of Storm, maybe not the final Storm, but a version of Storm.
But also, even when in that the comic book, if I'm remembering correctly, it's T'Challa still in the all black suit, and he just has the gold ceremonial bead stuff around him. So
it's like this.
It's not a gold within the actual fabric of the costume or whatever you want to call it. It's not that. It's actually, you know, just a gold bead that and it's this gold like sword or something like that. Like the handle is gold or something like that. So it's like more ceremonial.
Mm-hmm.
But which is different. It's not the same as what we just saw with what we saw with Damson Idris holding it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is gold, which even with his mask off, you can get the half mask, and it is what it is. So like that's why I don't know. I would love for it to be T'Challa with Storm. That would be amazing. With her being queen, that would be amazing.
I think that would be critical. Yeah,
but I don't think that's what we're getting. I don't give Marvel.
I don't think so either, but
yes.
All right. Well, this one I think is another interesting one.
Yeah.
We get like the Young Avengers basically.
Mm-hmm. Look like they're being led by Wong and
Quill.
Like, what? And Quill, Peter Quill.
Yeah.
Another odd pair up, another odd couple. I'm assuming they're in the sanctum. It kind of looks like they could be in the sanctum, or it could be, we see this dude over here.
I was thinking of his name.
He's an X-Men.
Yeah.
I remember him. Spliff or something like that. Sploof or
he is a weird name.
It's like something like that, like Sploof or Spliff or something like this. Or
Dupe. D-O-O-P.
Dupe. Yep, Dupe. It's Dupe. Yep.
I was trying to I know he has a stupid name. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him because I thought that run was actually pretty funny, and Dupe is pretty awesome. Being Young Avengers is different. I have no problem with Peter Quill doing this. We got, as you see, Haley Steinfeld's character over there, and we have
Cassie Lang,
Speed of Wiccan, and then it was well, okay, Miss Marvel's great, but that's fine, right? I guess.
Yeah. And that's a rumor I heard that we're gonna get Children's Crusade, within
the storyline,
like Doomsday or Secret Wars, one of them. But I think like a lot of these are going to be more Secret Wars than Doomsday, movie wise. But it could be
a little bit of both.
It could be like the movie is just kind of like Endgame, Infinity War kind of thing, where it's kind of telling the same story just stretched out into 2 movies. That's what I think might happen. But either way. But I heard we're getting like a Children's Crusade subplot in it, which I'm okay. I'm cool with it being in the movie as its own thing. I don't want to see a whole movie of it. At least not yet. I don't think they're prepared for that. But I think like Dupe being in there, like, because I'm like, oh my god, who is he? Or not who is he? But I was like, I remember seeing him in some stuff, and he's definitely a weird character.
The coolest part about that is that in the comic book they come out with Kamala Khan, like her blessing. Miss Marvel is more a more of an X-Men. She's a mutant. She's a mutant coming back. So that would be really the start of X-Men period, because we have a mutant with another mutant there. It becomes more universal. So that's a cool idea. And then Wong has never really been off the earth, so Peter Quill being the one that actually takes him around makes a lot of sense. He just is he's the one with the ship and that happens to be there. That's why Wong goes with them, or or the world is being destroyed and he has the ship and he grabs them and Wong makes one of his rings and he takes him to another universe. The only thing that doesn't make any sense is that I think America Chavez should be also in this picture, because she can push through the multiverse.
Yeah, open pocket dimensions. Yeah, where's she at?
That's true. Yeah, that is really true. And her,
Speed of Wiccan, you have other people that could do a lot of stuff.
America Chavez and Kate Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't know if I'm like you, but I thought Kate Bishop and what's her name, America Chavez, don't they have like some kind of, I don't know if a relationship, but I thought they were like friends. Or I could be wrong.
Well, Wong is teaching America Chavez, so that's why it didn't make any sense for her not to be in the scene, because she's literally with him, learning how to become one of them.
Yeah.
So like,
oh no, Cassie Lang and Kate Bishop are friends. They're the friends one. So.
Yeah. But Wong being there, that's why America Chavez should be there too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, she probably would be, because I think the actress they got to play her is like spot on. Same thing with Miss Marvel here.
Yeah, I think
so I think she's going to be in the movie.
Yeah, I think the best cast of the Young Avengers. They nailed Kamala Khan. They nailed America Chavez, and they nailed Kate Bishop. I think those are my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because Martage, what was it? Camartage? What?
Camartage.
is where they're training, and that's the last time we left the Multiverse of Madness that she was there. America Chavez was there training, so like that kind of only makes sense. So why is she not in the picture? I don't know. I think her being in the picture will make a lot more sense because then put her in the picture will probably tell you too much of the story because she could punch through the multiverse. So I understand.
Yeah, I mean, but they put Speed in here, which is interesting because we haven't even got that part of the story yet. Like we now know he, is alive, right? So, but we don't know who's playing him or anything like that. So, getting a little spoiler for possibly the Vision show because I think that's where they're gonna introduce Speed in.
Yep. So that's gonna be next year to 2026. So if they do that, because that's what's probably going to activate Vision anyway, is feeling seeing the Speed is around, or feeling Wiccan or any of that stuff. So yeah.
Erdan said we have a mutant coming in Fantastic Four. Wait, who's the mutant in Fantastic Four that's coming? I'm trying to think.
Franklin Richards? I don't know.
Yeah, Franklin Richards.
I guess, yeah. I mean, but it's not even confirmed that he's in the movie yet or not.
He's the baby.
Is it? Okay.
Set pictures, yeah. You see him in set pictures.
Okay. Yeah, if that's who you're talking about, then yeah. To be honest, I always felt like Ant-Man 3 should have been about Ant-Man, and the Young Avengers. That would have been probably better, honestly. Him adventuring with Cassie Lang, Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, or Wiccan. Yeah, I thought Wiccan was good too. Wiccan, I think it's a solid Wiccan. I like him. He had an interesting story in Agatha. Yeah, Kate Bishop is cool. Kate Bishop should lead the team.
On one hand, I'd be fine with it
because she's the oldest and stuff.
She's the oldest. She's probably like the closest thing of the younger Avengers to a tactician.
But she has no powers.
She doesn't. Yeah, neither does Sam Wilson. He's going to lead the Avengers,
but she also has no experience and no powers.
Yeah, that's like I said. She's like the closest, but it's probably going to be Kamala Khan.
Yeah,
it's going to be Star-Lord.
Well, I mean, as the adult, yeah, but as the leader of the kids themselves, they already started setting it up that it's going to be Kamala Khan.
She's going to be the one that puts them together, but
yeah. But I like seeing Peter as like the leader of the kind of the kids. Him and Wong. Wong makes sense. He's just a teacher anyway. And Quill, I think
Quill has no one, right? Because the rest of the Guardians are with Rocket.
And this could be how Peter and White Vision kind of become friends, because technically Vision is the kids, quote kids, so it could be.
That makes sense. I like that.
Yeah. But Dupe is the most interesting one because it's just such a random character that just threw like, for no reason at all. You just threw him in there. Like, okay. Like he's not even a B list. He's not even a D list. The dude is like super background. Just So
absolutely.
Yeah. So I wonder if there's somewhere. Maybe they're in nowhere. Maybe they're like back to the Guardians home. Kind of.
It looks like that could look good. Yeah, I like that.
Because it could be like a little bar because they got all these drinks there and neon lights over there on the wall. So I don't know. Just saying. But yeah,
I like that. That's good. Makes sense, Tank. I like that.
Yeah. I think is there one more?
There is one last one. Oh no, I lost it. That's what I get. It's the same picture though. It is God Emperor Doom on his throne. Yeah.
Oh damn it! Is that? Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one.
I don't think I've seen it either. Awesome shot though.
This one looks more AI though. I'll say that one. I forgot who brought it up. Was it Delta Dan?
But it has the same name under here.
Yeah, it's the same artist.
Like on his throne, literally looking like God Emperor Doom. That's pretty badass. He looks badass. It's the same stuff he was wearing before. You see the fur on here and all that stuff
with the white and the gold.
Yeah, he looks pretty badass here, and
Sure
he looks
does.
menacing as shit.
Yeah, with the green eyes. Yeah, I'm digging it. I like it. And I never thought RDJ wouldn't do a good job because he is a good actor.
I'm sure he's going to do great in the role. He's, loved him in every role I've seen him in. And I'm not even mad at him, for this. Like, get that bag, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with how much they're paying him. Oh, yeah. I don't know. We've talked on that many, many times. It just kind of wasn't what I expected, nor did I hope for it. When I heard the rumor RDJ might be back to play Dr. Doom, I'm like, oh, that's total bullshit.
You said why?
Days later,
yeah. Why?
Yeah. A couple days later, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
When they officially announce it. Yeah.
But now that it's like real and it's happening, like I said, I think he's gonna do a good job. Just because he is a good actor, is just not what I wanted.
Yeah. Exactly. It's not what your vision was, but and you say okay. Sometimes you just say whatever. I'm not going to even worry about it, honestly.
Yeah, but. But overall, with all the pictures, I think for the most part, I'm interested in it. Kind of cool with how a lot of it looks. I like this medieval Renaissance kind of style that they're going with Doom and with the Hulk stuff, and even the kids, the kid Young Avenger kind of thing. If they're going with that, is not horrible. I don't want, like I said, I don't want a whole movie of it. But if it's like in the movie with them doing their thing, I'm cool with that.
No, I feel you. I feel you with that.
Yeah. I think, but it's always been our biggest issue for years now is what are they going to do with Black Panther and T'Challa,
and how they're going to do it, and how you're going to respect it the right way.
Yeah,
that's always my thing.
Yeah. That's from what 5 years ago at this point?
Yeah,
since Chadwick died.
It seems like so long, and we're talking about 2019, and it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we fighting this? When I don't want to reopen and rehash the thing. When they really were they're looking to replace him before when he asked for more money. So they didn't like that then. Before this, they even were writing the second movie. So, like, if you really want to be honest, this has been their plan all along after the first movie. So then why didn't you just recast?
Just recast. Yeah.
I don't know where we're going with it, but
you did it with Don Cheadle and Terrence Howard.
And
that was because of money.
Line. You did this one quick line and said, "Oh yeah, I know I look different. Let's get over it. Done." And that was
I'm here. Get over it. Or whatever. So they did it with Cassie Lang. They did it with War Machine. They did it with Red Hulk. So it's not out of the.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like a recast in the context of the MCU. Yeah, it's not unheard of.
Yeah.
Edward Norton.
Yeah. And that's one of the arguments is like, you can't do that. The fans won't understand what's happening. I was like, bullshit,
you've done it.
Bullshit.
How many times have you done it? Like what we're talking about.
Yeah. Last few comments. Would you put Star-Lord, Wong, and Hawkeye as mentors?
Should we ever put Hawkeye as a mentor?
Yeah, I think he did enough already. And Clint experience could be great. I mean, he's the Jiminy Cricket of the Avengers, right? He's just there and telling you the right thing to do.
So, dude, I have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense. You're right. None of it makes sense with you.
Star-Lord and Wong for sure leading. Maybe Kate does the leading in the kids' beds, in the kids' bunk beds. As well, they have to absolutely lock in the Vision show then. Yeah, which I think they are. I think it is like locked in that it's going to happen. I thought he looked more like Emperor Doom in the white
Game of
GOT
Thrones
picture. Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like this might be from the end of the room of the Doomsday. Could be, because I think at the end of
How he
Doomsday
ends
he's
up
gonna
because
win.
he has to figure out a way to get the
Yeah.
powers of the Beyonder, which at this point it would be Loki, the god of stories. So that he has to kill him to steal his power.
Yeah. Yep. I thought he looked more like God Emperor. So there. You ever lost a job? I've seen it recast. I've seen it recast a few times.
I've been recast.
I've been recast. Exactly. There was one that I said we'll get back into. Shit, I might have missed it. It was a silhouetted saying talking about the concept art of Jocasta. That's the other one I was thinking of. For the Vision show.
I haven't had that one.
And I didn't see the Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto in art in the links. I did see the Jocasta for Vision, which that's the way they go. It'll be kind of interesting, So I don't hate it, but it would be different for sure how they go with it. But with Travis said, which character would you want to see make the big sacrifice in Secret Wars? Much like what Iron Man did in Endgame. Like who's
it's T'Challa, right? I mean, that's what happens, right? He's the one that they give him the gauntlet. They allow him to travel the universe. Like that's.
I don't think that's what they're gonna do, though. I don't think that's what they're gonna do because they're already like distancing themselves from that character with doing Toussaint, doing all the other shit because they don't know. They got lost in the sauce of their emotions, and then they're like, "Oh, well, now we're fucked." So like you can't give Shuri. You can't have her make the sacrifice because that doesn't make any sense. You can't have TJ make the sacrifice because that doesn't make any sense. Like it would have to have been T'Challa, and you can't do that anymore.
But if it's a different character, if it's a different
one,
this is why that will make sense. And then he even if he dies, they don't have to do like that. He live, and they can just kill
him. Yeah. But I feel like it would be somebody. I can see Thor. I can see Thor doing it.
At this point in time, I could see Thor. Yeah.
He's been around for so long.
You guys talking about this term?
I don't know. So Thor is the first one I can think of because you have to find somebody who's been around for a while. Thor has a lot of the power. I can see him doing a sacrifice for his, daughter, quote unquote, daughter. So like he would have a good reason besides saving the world. It's like saving the world for his kid, kind of, So yeah, if they stayed on track with T'Challa, I would have 100% said it would have been T'Challa, and they would have found a way to bring him back, in the reboot, obviously, but yeah.
You guys are making good points, but I thought that's where it would go.
Yeah, I just don't see them introducing it. Yeah. So she would be from the Vision show. That's that. So I don't know too much about the character, just Jocasta, so I can't say I know for sure, but I mean, just from the art, it looks like female Ultron, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what it looks like.
Well, yeah. So it looks cool. I'm down. Find a cool voice actress for the voice of it.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought it was cool.
Would you guys think possibly someone like Doctor Strange maybe does something?
That's what Fernando said. Doctor Strange or Wong doing the sacrifice.
Or Spider-Man.
That's what my bear's saying. Tom Holland said he'll like to be RDJ for another actor. Like he wants to do the Miles thing. Maybe you introduce a Miles in Secret Wars as a variant, and then you're like, oh, I want to save my kind of my variant. So possibly Miss Marvel. I don't see them doing Miss Marvel because I think they have plans for her. Spider-Man, maybe. I don't think so. Deadpool would be interesting. Deadpool would
because he then can have Thor hold him as he's dying.
Oh my God! Did they already tell us? And then Deadpool, regenerates, so
he can die and then come back
and find a way to come back.
That'd be hilarious because it would. Unless
I forgot about Thor holding him.
Yeah, unless they're gonna just keep that "why was Thor crying" thing a running gag. It would be nice to have that have resolution to that, or not either one. Maybe we'll never know why Thor was crying.
Yeah, it's gonna be something stupid, or like Deadpool makes the sacrifice. Because right now, who knows more about the multiverse besides Strange, and America Chavez and Deadpool
and Spider-Man, because
and Spider-Man.
all the Spider-Man did it. But once I say it doesn't have to be. I said Spider-Man. It doesn't have to be Tom Holland's.
Ooh, that's good.
Toby.
Yeah. Do you think Wolverine's gonna be in Doomsday?
I feel like he will be.
Yeah.
Even though to an extent, part of me kind of hopes not, but I kind of feel like he will.
Yeah. Somehow, yeah, into it.
Yeah, you get Deadpool, you get Wolverine, and Miles is already seated in the MCU. Yeah, we saw his uncle, with Donald Glover. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of cool concept art for sure.
Yeah, it really is. I gotta say.
Yeah, interested, but again, it doesn't mean this is what we're getting. This is concept art, so we got a lot of concept art for Multiverse of Madness too, and
only half of that stuff came through. So.
Yeah, if half of that,
Yeah, we get concept art or alleged concept art like this all the time, and turns out not to be real.
Or Den of Nerds. He was talking about this, I believe, yesterday or today. I forgot when. But he was saying like Kevin Feige doesn't like leaks, so this might have been what's happening. And he just goes in and he's like, you know what? Change it. We got to change it. So that could be possible that like this might be what we were getting, and then he's like,
nope, now we're not doing it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it's fun. I mean, I think fans overall enjoy everything that got leaked. I think like fans are getting hyped again, which is a good thing for sure. That's a good thing for the MCU right now. Like getting hyped at seeing all these pictures. So hopefully it doesn't turn into another Multiverse of Madness where you overhype. And it's a good movie. It's just overhyped where you expect an amazing, mind-blowing experience.
Yeah, you don't run with the concept. That's the most frustrating thing about Multiverse of Madness. Fine movie.
It was a good movie. And
it was a good movie. They just didn't.
Yeah, I agree.
They didn't do enough. They didn't do enough with what they had on their hands.
Yeah. Well, I think they leaked too much, or too much got leaked.
Yeah.
And too many.
They weren't able to do it all, right?
Hey, you weren't getting Tom Cruise. I'm sorry, but that was a big thing. Tom Cruise is gonna show up. He's Iron Man. And yeah. I mean, looking back at it, it was definitely too much. That was never gonna happen. Although so many people were like, hey, "It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen." Like, but no. Delta Dan said somehow Den of Nerds brought me here.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Good to know that we were under the Den of Nerds umbrella. I'm cool with that. I like Josh.
Yeah,
I do too.
So I don't agree with everything he says, but overall, I think he's fun. I enjoy him.
Yeah.
Well,
I like Josh more than I like a lot of people, so that's fine.
yeah. He's somebody I watch more regularly than other people, especially with Marvel, specifically Marvel comic book stuff. Star Wars. And stuff.
I'm always everything always number one though.
Yeah. Hopefully the Beyonder will be the Doomsday or Secret Wars.
No, it's gonna be
to be Loki.
Yeah,
they might do a Beyonder. They might do a Beyonder.
I don't think they can do that because there's another character you're going to add to explain, and you have all these characters in it right now, and you already have Loki, the god of stories, that's already have the power to do these things. Holding the multiverse.
I mean, also you could do it where Beyonder has the power, and Doomsday go after Beyonder, but then Loki becomes the hero because he is the god of stories, so he knows how the story is going to end. So he helps the Avengers go that one route that would help lead to the proper way. I don't know. I mean, there's ways you can get around things with comic book movies, but adding like oh here's the Beyonder, and people are like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
like, oh, he's this guy with all this power, blah 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 blah. It's like, it's a lot.
I'm not sure they'll bring in the Beyonder. Even though he was really instrumental in Secret Wars, but to abruptly kind of introduce him at this point in time, I'm not sure.
But just him already with Loki. I think you could just use him as a god of stories and still get the same thing out, right?
Same thing,
yeah. Agreed. And then Maria said, "Do you think the rumor that Jonathan Majors might be brought back are true?"
No.
I don't think so. I hope it is. I want to see him come back, but I don't want to see him come back in what the rumors are saying is going to happen.
Yeah, he's not going to come back and allow him to just kill him. Yeah, there's no way that's going to happen. He's not going to allow that.
Yeah, that's disrespectful for Jonathan Majors. Like, hey, come back and we're gonna have Doom kill you in the first 5 minutes. Like, nah, fuck off. Just
so why come back to here?
I'm not gonna bother.
You're gonna do that, then go ahead and hire someone else. I don't care.
Yeah, and that's the rumor too. Is was it Coleman Domingo? I think
they asked Coleman to do Doom, but then Tramiel to be Kang. Yeah, I mean, but Tramiel is the only one they're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tramiel Tillman, right?
Tillman
from Severance. That's the rumor that he might come in as Kang and
be killed.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm honestly with Jonathan Majors. I don't want to see him kind of come back in the MCU because, like, what's the point? The relationship's already ran its course. Move on.
Yeah,
Magazine Dreams is going to be awesome. Join the DC if you want to do superhero stuff again.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what James Gunn did. He's like, cool, you fired me, I'm gonna go to the DC. Made a movie, and DC's like, come back and be in charge of everything.
And I'd say,
so, we'll see.
We'll be icon.
Cool, yeah, 100%. It's perfect. Perfect. But yeah, let's end this one because we've been talking about it for a while. I might just take the Black Panther part and have that be its own video and then everything else together. But if you're watching on the replay, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and come and join us every Monday and Thursday when we talk about movies, TV, nerdy stuff like this, to get ready for a bunch of comic book movies. We love talking about all this like news and stuff. So make sure you hit that like button and come and join us. But we appreciate everyone that stuck it out in the live chat. You guys are awesome. You guys stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. And the next topic is saying goodbye.
Sleep.
Oh, yeah. James is going to get his ass kicked in the post-credit scene. Yeah. And not even a post-credit. I think it would be like in the first couple minutes. I would think it's like super, super early on, if that's what they want to do.
I could see them letting Kang pretend like he's going to follow Doom, and Doom knowing that, and then King tries to turn around on him, and Doom immediately kills him.
Yeah, like he's I can see Doom killing the people who know how to travel the multiverse, who know how to harness his power, and he's like, I'm the only one. Goes after Kang, goes after Loki, if they do a Beyonder, goes after Beyonder, I can see him doing that, But at that point, why bother with the Beyonder at this late in the game, and why even bother with King coming back? You gave him his shitty ending in Loki. Just let it be done. Just move on. So, did y'all enjoy Lovecraft? Lovecraft was so good.
I was so just upset with the ending, it being over. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, then just canceling it, like no season 2. It was like,
done.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that was surprising. That was so surprising that they didn't go with another season, because the numbers were great for the show. Were great. So
if it's expensive to do, they're not going to spend more money on it.
That's true. And then Kevin David, what's up, Kevin? It said even if Kevin Feige steps down, Marvel Studios TV president would be next president of Marvel Studios. Probably.
Why would Kevin Feige do it?
Yeah, I mean, stepping down to do Star Wars.
There's no way to do that. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna see who.
Well, why would you do that? Because you saying it's another something else, a new thing you're going to try to beat. I don't understand why you will do that.
Who's the president of that?
Of what?
Who's the chief? No, the chief of the TV side.
Oh, that guy.
I'm not sure who. Do you guys know who?
I remember that.
Well, who's the TV? Oh, it's Kevin Feige. I know. My God. Jesus, we get all the dumbest things, but yeah, but he's not gonna step down. I don't think anytime soon. I think he's gonna be good. And yeah, why bother going to Star Wars? Like you already have a ship that has holes in it, and you're trying to fix it, and you go over to Star Wars where the ship is already like half in the water. Like no.
Like Joseph Loeb, I think it is. I think he's the key person, executive vice president of the Marvel TV part.
Yeah, makes sense, but yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, Kevin ain't stepping down. He doesn't need the money, but the only reason he would take Star Wars is to piss off KK because they got beef. Yeah, I heard they got beef. I heard they got beef.
He's like, the only thing you're good at is standing next to the guy who's got good ideas.
Yeah.
That's it.
I forgot somebody, because after we were talking about that, I was looking and there's another director said Catherine Kennedy is the best at running and getting coffee. That's what she's the best at. I was like, damn. I'm trying to remember which director said that, or director said that, but I was like, because like you said, yeah, she's around all these greatness, and that was what that director was saying too. Is like she just attaches her name to fucking
the greatest of all time, and that's
George Lucas.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's exactly what happens.
Yeah. But all right, yeah. Let's get out of here. It is 1 o'clock past 1 o'clock in the morning for us. Way too damn late. But yeah, we appreciate everyone hanging out with us, sticking it through. Appreciate all you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button on this live video. It helps us out a lot to get some replays and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see you guys on Thursday. What's Invincible?
We have everything coming out, so we're going to be talking about
Daredevil. I'm like, what's the big one? Daredevil.
Invincible. We got episode 5 for Reacher. I mean, we could talk about Paradise. We could talk about a lot of different things.
I'm gonna try to get caught up with Paradise.
So I think Thursday could be a very big show for us guys.
Yep.
Man, sure. I wish Daredevil was already streaming. I would walk right over here, sit on the couch, and stay up even later.
Yep. Yeah, same. Honestly, same. But yeah, Daredevil for sure, Invincible for sure, because that's the penultimate, and Paradise is hopefully for sure if me and Brandman can get through 8 episodes, I think.
You guys haven't started. That's crazy.
I'm stuck. I still got to do.
Yeah, I only just began last night.
Yeah,
but I'm
knock it out.
Wait for this last thing. It's easy.
Got one more episode.
It's actually good.
Yeah, but cool. And then Kevin, last one, said, "I'm not shocked or surprised that Disney canceled the Tiana series. Probably was concerned that some folks were going to reject no matter
what.
If they were coming from sincere place in the series. I didn't even know they were doing a Tiana series.
I heard like
I didn't even know.
I heard like little tidbits about it here and there.
Yeah, I mean, I would be cool with it. I mean, I'm assuming it's just her running her business or something along those lines, or her getting the business started. You know, like I don't know what it would be about, but that I assume it would be about her cooking, right? But yeah,
some type of trials, some type of tribulations.
Yeah, but I mean, right now Disney's kind of they're trying to fix shit up, so hopefully we get a Tiana series. I think that'd be cool. Only need to finish 2 episodes of DD Boy. I don't want spoilers. Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. We will see you guys on Thursday. Have a fun week. Have a safe week. Don't go crazy at work. Like I'm gonna be crazy at work tomorrow. But yeah, again, happy birthday, Ashley. Appreciate you letting Brian come and hang out with us like every night at this point. So
that is true.
Yeah. But cool. We will see you guys on Thursday. Later.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.